Finish him off! He's calling for it! This is it! This is it! Your career's on the line here! Do it! Do it! His place only ripped when he picks him up. He's got him up! Oh, hell yeah! 1, 2, 3! Thank you! Thank you! We've got a new heavyweight champion! Climb the ladder, kid! Make yourself famous! I just had an out-of-body experience! What did we just see? What did we just see? He got him in a power slam! He got him in a power slam! He got it! Simmons got it! Simmons has won the match! Simmons is a champion!
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You get to see your knee. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
What?
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
Following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport. The biggest match in pro wrestling history.
The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport.
A little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Bam! Listen. It's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips on the biggest house in the WWE! Somebody stop this! Somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
What?
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, it's live, Hal.
Sorry.
Let the slaughter begin!
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I am back with another episode of Wrestling with Reality. Oh, boy. How's everybody doing, first of all, out there? I'm just waiting for my co-host, Venkat, to come on. Oh, Michael's saying I sent him the wrong link. No, that's not. Mike, I emailed you the StreamYard link. But how's everybody doing? We're going to get into some good old-fashioned wrestling talk. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, so I'll kind of wait until my co-hosts come on before we get started. Tonight we're going to review the Forbidden Door pay-per-view from last weekend. And then we're also going to review this Saturday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And I'm even going to give Mike and Bones the honor of letting their show be the main event. We'll get the Money in the Bank stuff out of the way first, seeing that the match card is so small. And me personally, I haven't watched the entirety of the WWE weekly product. So hopefully Chris will come on and give us a rundown of NXT. I know they had their Gold Rush show last night, but like I said, I don't have the time to watch it. So Venkat says he's on his way. So we're just waiting for him. Yeah. That's what happens when you're live, though. So those of you who are watching, please hit the like button. Yeah, I'm just trying I'm just trying not to get into the show just because I don't want to have to repeat anything. So give me 1 second. Let me let Mike know something. And to those of you who saw the show last night, I don't apologize for anything I say. I did put the show on private, and the reason why I put the show on private is because I don't want to give anybody any more airtime off of me. So going forward, that's it. Like I'm not dealing with those guys anymore. Reginald Young and Adrian and Jansen will always be welcome over here, Wayne Smith, but when it comes to anybody else, I'm done. I tried, and it's not gonna happen. So let me because Michael's saying I sent him the wrong link, so let me see. And I want to get through this show quick tonight. I don't want to be on here all night, so I'm trying to get these guys hurry and come on. 1 second, man. My phone is just acting weird. You know what? I'm gonna run back the intro video real quick, and hopefully by that time these guys will be on, because I don't want to get into any of the info while they're not here.
He kicked out from the Hogan leg drop. That has Hollywood stunned.
Yes, Malone can use the diamond cutter. And look at Goldberg. He's ready. He's poised. Okay, there's part one. Now finish him off. Finish him off. He's calling for it. This is it. This is it. Your career's on the line here. Do it. Do it. This place will erupt when he picks him up. He's got him up. Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. We've got a new heavyweight champion. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. I just had an out-of-body experience. What did we just see? What did we just see? He got him a power slam. He got him a power slam. He got it. Simmons got it. Simmons has won the match. Simmons is a champion.
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You get to sleep your knee. Knee. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
Following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport.
The biggest match in pro wrestling history. The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport.
Trying to run like a little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Bam! It's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips on the biggest house in the WWE! Somebody stop this! Somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
What?
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So
So to escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Let the slaughter begin!
Well, we're live, pal. So finally, my co-host decided to show up for work. What's going on, Venkat?
Decided? It's live. We got a lot going on here.
he tried to hold me. He tried to hold me up for some money. That's
SummerSlam.
he tried to Ultimate Warrior me.
Yeah. Well, I need you to sign on the bottom line, brother.
What's up, Mike?
What it do, y'all?
What's going on, Mike?
He tried to
Hey, don't talk to me.
Oh, come on, Mike.
Don't talk to me. I don't know who let you out the door, who let you out the room. I thought I put you in there when you put them old ass pictures up. Well, I don't even know who you're talking to.
But that's old news, though.
Yeah,
man, that was like one show ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
He gonna love tonight. So so Lil Mama already asked me when we gonna have what time we having daddy daughter time tonight. So we got to get out of this one in about 2 hours. This one can't run 3.5 hours like they've been doing. And I am going to give Bones and Mike the main event spot and let them review AEW. So
where's Bones?
Bones always he'll probably won't be here till about 7. So he always comes late on Wednesdays because he doesn't get off of work till probably like 6:30.
Grown man stuff.
So we're gonna be Mike and Bones are gonna be giving us the rundown of AEW Forbidden Door. You know, me and Venkat, I got a couple of news items I do want to run through quick, and we'll give our predictions for the upcoming Money in the Bank card. So I'll mention it on this show, but I'll mention it again on the main show, the flagship show on Monday, Man Talk Monday. Going forward after Monday, I am locking the chat, and not in order to comment in this chat, you're gonna have to be subscribed to the channel. Just because of, I don't know if you guys saw what happened last night, but if you didn't, don't worry about it. But last night just went completely left and sour. So I'm going to close the chat down. I don't want any outsiders.
Wait a minute, left and sour.
Yeah. Did you see what happened last night?
No, I didn't get to see it. No.
Yeah, I'll send you the video. I put it on private. It's still I still have it up. I just put it on private because I don't want to give that person any shine off of me. So I'll send you the link personally though, so you can watch it. Yeah. So just
so you mean the whole episode is on private?
Yeah. I put the entire show, because the show was going great, like 45 minutes in, and then he just flipped. So
no, we just need to edit out the jackass.
Yeah, but that's kind of, he was the majority of the show, and then he just decided to So whatever. So but yeah, Nene, Tequila, all you guys, all the mods in the chat, starting Monday, I'm gonna block it to where only people that subscribe to the channel, because 9 out of 10, if they're coming over here to troll me, they aren't subscribed to the channel. But if you see any weird names, just get them out. I don't even want to read what they say.
What up, Nene?
I'm not dealing with it. I just can't deal with it. Like, I just can't. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Adrian, I'm not mad at you. You had nothing to do with what happened last night. I appreciate you and Reggie, and y'all welcome over here anytime. Like, that's what I got to say about that. So let's get into first of all, let me see. Hold on. I think Chris just sent me I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, okay. So first thing I wanted, and I think I mentioned this to Vancat, I'm not sure, but if I did, so I haven't really been watching the weekly television for Raw and SmackDown, only, because we're always doing the show, or it's just always something else going on. And not for nothing, I just got a PlayStation. I just got Street Fighter. I got a Madden to hold me over till Madden 24 comes out. So I got better stuff to be doing than watching the same matches over and over. But what I do with WWE pay-per-views, I find that when I go into them cold, not really knowing the storylines and stuff, I enjoy the show a whole hell of a lot more. And Money in the Bank is notoriously one of my favorite events of the year. So I don't think I'll be disappointed at all. And plus, it's coming on at 3:00, so you can't beat that. So my question is, will you be available Saturday, Venkat, so we could do a review right after?
Well, I was going to ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you the same thing because it makes sense to review, especially an early show like that.
Yeah.
To do a review right after watching it. That's the best way to do it.
That'll be fresh in my head. Yeah, but your work schedule, man.
No, but I'm off Saturday.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm watching. I always get the live paper. That's why I love when it's on Saturdays.
Oh, okay. All right. So that'll work then. Yeah, because it's over. It starts at 3, so it'll probably be over by 6, and yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking the family out earlier that day, so I guess that'll buy me the night, so we could do it. So one thing I did want to say though is about this WWE title. So, and I'm not talking about how ugly it looks, it's still ugly. But I was wondering why Roman was still carrying 3 belts, and I think now there may be some clarity to this, and they're doing I've never heard anything like this. This says Vince McMahon all over it.
Oh boy.
So what they're doing, and don't explode right now, but
hold on. Don't tell me. Are they gonna make, because I had like how I like fantasize and I make up my own storylines and stuff sometimes. Like I had written one storyline where like the gold or the new belt is like the lineal belt, like the belt that's above all other belts. And then they have belts for the shows. And then you have to like do some kind of beat the other champion match to make it up to the super boss, Roman Bison, or whatever his name is.
That sounds a whole hell of a lot better. Now I wish they were doing that.
Oh, damn.
No, they aren't. What they're doing is they're putting the lineage of the WWE title on hold.
What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this?
Oh,
as of right now, the WWE title belt is on hold.
But how could it be on hold if he's literally holding it?
He is not the WWE champion. He's the undisputed Universal champion. So
no, you guys didn't see on the back of the belt in between the Velcro is a pause button. You know what I'm saying? You didn't.
Hey, that's got to be the dumbest thing though, because like you have all that history and heritage of 60 years. Why would you ignore that? That legitimizes the belt.
There is no lineage.
The same reason they bought WCW and didn't just bring the lineage of the WCW title over. I would have just had a WCW champion be the world champion. And kept the lineage of the WCW world champion. That's the belt I want. Oh, by the way, Venkat, did you see their new big gold belt on the website? Not Seth Rollins' belt. They have a new version of the WCW big man. You had to see that. It's on like a brownish red strap. Oh my goodness. It's two-tone. I'm gonna pull it up once we get into like the reviews and stuff.
Oh, they got a bacon Whopper belt now instead of the Whopper Junior. They got a big boy Whopper.
No, this is something. I think this is something they're just selling, just because there's a company named Fandu that makes replica WCW belts, and their belts are tremendous. I think I even sent it to Venkat, but their belts are expensive as shit. Like you can't get one for under probably like $800 or $900.
Damn.
So now WWE is making their version of it, which looks tremendous, man. Hey, that belt is smoking, man. But yeah, so they're putting the lineage, they're putting the lineage of the WWE title on hold. So what they're saying is they want Roman Reigns to be the last Universal champion. So when he loses, that's it. There's no more Universal champion. He has the title of being the last Universal Champion. He has the title of being the longest Universal Champion. And then the WWE title will going forward be the main belt defended once he loses it. How
I don't understand.
How the hell they going to pull that one off? I don't know.
What belt are you talking about? That there is just the Universal belt. There's no other belt.
No, you have the gold belt. The gold belt is the Universal belt, and I don't know. You confusing me.
Sir, it was paused. Once it's paused, the mustache says it doesn't exist. So you cannot be talking about it.
So this is weird and ridiculous on many fronts.
Stupid.
Because the Universal title is barely legit right as is because it's a new belt.
It's 7 years old though. Surprisingly, I can't believe it's 7 years old.
Exactly. That is no history. Like that's like ridiculous. They barely beaten out AEW's time. So you gotta have, for a company that's been around for so long, to have a belt running for 7 years and that's your title, that make no sense. And to put pause the championship that everybody, including Cody Rhodes, is in the company to specifically get is so odd to me. That is so odd,
bro. It's the mustache and the ego. Why don't y'all get it?
Oh boy, Trevor, if you remember, I was talking about my concerns about how things are so good during Royal Rumble time. It was like so exciting for the first time in decades, being so exciting for WWE. And then I was like, oh my God, knowing the history of this company, they can't let that hold for too long. And sure enough, we're like months later, and what the hell?
Yeah, that's when I saw it, and the person who reported it, like I trust them that they're not just making stuff up. And then why not? And it has to be true, because why would he still be walking around with 3 belts?
Yeah, I thought that was odd. Like, why is he doing that?
He legit still walks around with 3 belts. Like, it's crazy.
I really thought he was gonna be M. Bison. Like, I'm dead serious. I thought they were gonna use the fact that he only shows up every like once a week as like they're going to use the gold belt as like a gimmick to like put him above everyone else, but still have 2 champions that could do it every week. Because, I saw that little meme where they said Seth Rollins has already defended his belt more times than Roman Reigns has. I was like, God dang, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I thought they were going to try to like boost him up and then take away the little red belt, give the little red belt to someone else, let him have his little gold belt, and then, Roman's the king of kings, for lack of a better term. But golly, but the pause button, I wasn't ready for a pause button.
Speaking of M. Bison, though, why isn't M. Bison on the Street Fighter 6 game?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, why do they have all these new people? I don't see.
Well, they're not necessarily new. They're some of those characters are coming off the other spin-off franchises like Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah, but where's Dazzlum? Where's Dazzlum and?
But what you're looking at is Street Fighter 2. And they have so many characters.
Yo, Trevor brain old as hell, bro.
Yeah, you're still thinking about Street Fighter 2.
Man, I'm thinking about
Street Fighter 2 in the corner,
which is 91. That's 1991.
Man, Dazzlum, E Honda,
Vega,
Balrog, Savio Vega. So what's his name? Savio? Not Savio.
No, Vega.
Vega's the drink, you bad.
Wait a minute. Why isn't Vega on there?
Vega was that dude, bro.
Yeah, but they don't have to have those guys because they got these other characters. And some of those characters you don't recognize are endearing to other people because they grew up with those characters in the other games.
Yeah, man, the game ain't for us no more, bro. We old.
And I haven't even I just got it last night where I finally, because they make you, the setup took like 30 minutes. You got to download all this. You have to go to Capcom and sign up and make an account on there and all type of crap. So finally, when I was able to play it, Ryu looks like a totally different person. He looks like a beaten, you know what Ryu looks like? He'd be a good wrestling story. He looks like the weathered vet. Yeah, I appreciate that, Adrian. He's saying that we got him interested in wrestling. Yeah, because we tell good wrestling stories up here. But
I was about to hate on him because I don't know how to take positive reinforcement.
Ryu looks like an old beat up weathered vet. Like I don't know. And I told you already, Van, that the controls are crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, usually after a while they'll sometimes give you like a download that'll give you like other characters. So you may get those other legacy characters in there at some point. Down the road they'll probably add like a patch or something.
But why wouldn't you have him Bison on there? I just don't I don't get that.
Yeah, they busy with Akuma and other big villains that they had.
Akuma was that dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
All right, so that that WWE title thing is a mess.
That's just look. I'm not a WWE fanboy, but it's disappointing. Like to see this struggle that they're having, which is purely internal. This is not AEW. This is not New Japan. This is not TNA. This is not none of these Impact, whatever you want to call them today. It's none of those other entities. It's WWE itself just imploding. It's weird to see, and it's like silly because this is a new era, new time, and like they legit got people buying tickets before we even know what the matches are, selling out arenas. They got an upswing like they haven't had in decades, and now you're gonna pull this crap. Why couldn't they have done this when John Cena was around as the main guy? Nobody cared back then, but now it's like it's actually interesting. It's accessible with the Peacock deal. Like I look forward to the events because especially this year in particular. I mean, they've been, for the most part, they haven't had a bad event. They may have had bad moments within the event, but overall, the events are good. Speaking of good events, I'm hearing that Forbidden Door was like super high rated.
Don't get them started yet.
I'm just saying.
Don't get them
started. They had some 5-star matches on that pay-per-view.
Who gave? I'm not. You know what? I ain't gonna hate them. I'm not. There is one thing I'm gonna do though, and y'all gonna say is hating, but I'm just gonna make a point. I'm not gonna hate on any of the matches or any of the people per se. I'm just gonna show you something, and then and y'all gonna take it as hating, but I'm not hating on this. So speaking of AEW, old Phil. So we talked about last week how AEW Collision got like 880,000. I think that was the number. So they came crashing down to reality.
I figured they would.
But this is a crash. Like we gave our over unders, and I said it was under 5. I said 500,000 is where they were going to be at in 2 months. It didn't even take 2 months. They did 550 this week. So again, and that was no opposition. So listen to what I'm saying, because everybody always says that I'm hating. I'm blaming AEW for putting that show on a Saturday night. I almost agree with Venkat. Why not give it the Friday night spot? Even though they would never touch SmackDown. So let's not even think about SmackDown. But
right. Yeah. Why worry about it?
You stand a better chance of our Thursday night. Hell, remember SmackDown used to be on Thursday night forever. Thursday night is a good wrestling night because you rarely get competition from anything else. But they put this show on a Saturday and it wasn't up against anything. No, all the playoffs are over. It was up against nothing. I mean, you got baseball. So what? Who cares? Shout out to the baseball fans, but who cares? But it was a 330,000 view drop off. That's over 250,000 people was like, never mind.
So if you think about it in a bigger terms or bigger context, that means that last week's really good rating would have been even better if it was on a weekday. So if they hit 800 plus on a Saturday, they could have hit over 1 million, well over 1 million on the weekday.
I thought they were gonna get 1 million, even though it was even on a Saturday. I just thought that CM Punk was gonna bring. I just thought CM Punk returning. Y'all look at Michael's avatar. I thought CM Punk was
Wait a minute, what the hell is that?
That's why I started laughing.
Wait a minute.
Pause belt, baby.
Wait a minute, though. That's not the right title, though.
Yeah, that's not the right title, though.
I know, but the other one wouldn't have looked so good small, so I went with it.
I know.
But I thought like if CM Punk coming back, I thought definitely they were going to do at least 1 million, but
Right.
I didn't think that a week later they were going to drop at over 250,000 people. Like that is scary. Like, I mean, and again, I'm not hating on them. I actually want them to do good because a lot of my favorite wrestlers are over there. I think that is terrible.
Well, wait till next week. It's probably going to drop again
But
next week.
okay, so my question is though, what do you attribute that to? If 1 week in, we knew the number was going to drop. Everybody on the panel last week said that the number was going to be lower, but we were talking about a month down the line, 2 months down the line. I think somebody capped it off at like 600,000. They already under that in a week.
Yeah.
With no opposition.
That means
when college football comes back.
Well, that means that WWE people are watching that too. That's what that means. Like fans of WWE that never watched them was watching that because of the CM Punk factor. And they were just curious to see what was going to happen. So it's an inflated number in itself anyway. I mean, what you're going to see the next few weeks is probably what they're really going to be at, unless they can have a phenomenally advertised matchup or event to really promote, which, I mean, you do all that for a TV show. It's not even a pay-per-view. That's kind of weird.
Well, TV is different now, though. You know, you have to give. WCW is giving away title changes every week.
But they weren't promoting the hell out of it like how they would have to. I mean, they were getting big numbers off of just because people were just showing up watching the jump, man. Like Hogan and Goldberg, I didn't even know that match was happening.
They made it that Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
James Dillon came out and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, come Monday we're gonna have Goldberg and Hogan."
I know. As a matter of fact, guys.
Mike, let's all right now. I want to see if you, Mr. AEW, could be logical about this now. What do you think about this huge number drop off?
I think it's exactly what we said. Everybody knows Saturday's not gonna work. It was never gonna work. It's Tony Khan showing his youth and immaturity in the wrestling biz. There's a reason that people are seasoned and have to be around for so long to be able to know the ins and outs, to know he just knows what he's learned from his dad, what he's learned, that's why he's not great at, the story times and the bookings. He's literally a owner for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? He's young. That's why, and I'll say it again. I've said it countless times. You guys keep laughing at me. He needs to go to Paul Levesque and make a multi-million-dollar serious offer to make him not an EVP, a EP. You are the executive president of creative, and you have stock in this company. I need you to bring your expertise over here. I'm serious.
All right, Mike.
Mike, you quick with it, man. I just noticed he changed the damn. Goodness gracious, he's quick with it.
Mike, what
I'm learning from you, bro.
What do you think it would cost? What do you think it would cost to get Triple H over there? He's making like $5 million now.
If he was smart, I would get. First off, money don't mean nothing to these dudes. Like that ain't a thing. I wouldn't even lead with money. I would tell him I have 5% of the company for you, 2% of the company for Steph. I have $10 million for you flat. I have a check here for you to take whoever you need from WWE to come with you, that you're going to have as your personal team that are going to be integrated into AEW. We're not discussing money because you bring more than monetary value to what you're going to bring to my company, Paul. I need you and I want you, and I will not like what just happened recently, jump in and change your shows at the last second. I will not have a Hitler mustache and bad breath. I will not have an ego larger than Wembley Stadium.
Mr. Man does look like he has bad breath for real. I'll tell you
Facts. Facts. That's why them chicks sued him. They were like, I can take the old butt. All right, never mind. Y'all get me started. I'm just saying, I would make this man a pitch like, yo, you started NXT because you wanted to see something pure again. I'm telling you, this is as pure as it gets. Not only are we big, not only do we have the possibility to grow bigger, but we have it in with all the indies, all the other large wrestling corporations, everyone else that's a percentage, like a 5% of where you are now. You can use this company and every other company under the sun that's not WWE to make WWE suffer. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody hits and hurts like family. If Paul Levesque has a blank check to make AEW the ish, in 10 years, WWE will be crying. And I mean that. If you saw what he did with NXT in a couple years before the new joint, and if you saw what he did when he got the big show, if you saw what he did, what was that?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know. That scared me. If you saw what he did the second he got his hands on the big show and had the imprint follow his moves, and you saw what that did, you give Paul Levesque these guys. He is not only is he going to get the ground floor and the mid card moving up, he's going to get you some superstars. And on top of all that, you're going to have the disgruntled WWE middlings hopping over after that. You're going to have the Karrion Crosses wanting to hop over. You're going to have the people who are taking over Adam Cole's positions wanting to hop over. You're going to have some of those women wanting to hop over. You're going to have some of those big horsemen that are not named Flair that are going to want to hop over when they see, oh snap, Triple H is over there. That might be a position, because the only reason they're not doing it now is because no one sees it as the big stage. But step one to making it the big stage is to get the guy that wears the big stage hat, and that is Triple H. Damn, I just went off on a soliloquy. Wow.
So I don't disagree with what you're saying, but the only thing I will say, because I really don't disagree with you, the only thing I will say is I don't know him personally, obviously. I think that Triple H is thinking this. Vince McMahon is in his 70s and he is going to die soon. And Triple H is holding out hope that WWE is going to become his. And I don't care what anybody says. I'd rather own WWE than have any stake in any other wrestling company. I mean,
let me ask you a quick question. Was Triple H a part of the people who were holding WWE away from him after he got self-ousted? After Vince got self-ousted?
They never mentioned him. But I wouldn't say that he wasn't, but they just never mentioned him.
Okay, if you have any sense, and I know you do, I can see that head from here. If you have any sense, you know that was funnier than that. You could have gave me a giggle or something. Anyway, that you know Triple H was in that. I think that's why Stephanie is no longer with the company. And I think Vince McMahon is the only person on this planet I know that is multiple magnitudes of more petty than I could ever be. And if you think he don't already have it in his will to leave this to his son, just to screw over Stephanie and to screw over Paul Levesque, you are out of your mind, sir.
That's true.
He has already changed the will. He changed the will before the deal went through. When he tried to come back and they were like, nah, bro, it's bad for business. Not right now. You already left. You still deal with, you know how they try to do that in the corporate world? Go ahead and deal with the issues. We'll still be here. Well, you know, we're going to have a place for you, and then we're going to put you in the Hall of Fame. When he heard that and he was like, all right, I got you. That's why he went and got his big dog billionaire homies and had to pull balls out and show them who really that dude.
So here's an idea. Why not Tony Khan hire Shane?
Because
He don't
Shane
have a relationship with him.
trash.
Yeah, he don't have a relationship with him. Why would he
You
do
don't
that?
have a relationship with Triple H?
Because Triple H has a
is
relationship
doing
with
something.
quality work.
Yeah, Triple H is doing something. Shane hasn't done anything. He just
Hey, don't
walking in
disrespect
circles.
Shane. Nobody separates muscle from bone like Shane.
Yeah, but Shane has never done anything on the creative side. He's
What?
more the
Except for
digital-
Royal Rumble,
he's more
that
the
You didn't
awful.
see how he jumped over the Miz and separated that? Man, y'all tripping.
Man, I'm
I
talking
saw
about
how
was
bad he
classic.
made that Royal
booking.
Rumble from last year.
I'm talking about booking events and running a show. He's good on the digital side and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I just think Triple H is holding out hope that I mean, but again, you bring up a good point, so I'm not going to argue with you. And that's absolutely why Stephanie's not there, because she did not want her dad to come back. So they quietly just said that, oh, it was personal issues and she's taking a leave of absence. No, she was probably paid off and fired. Like that was it. So but why doesn't Vince? So have you guys heard anything more about the sale recently?
No.
The only thing I've heard is that Vince and Dana White are basically the god of their side. That's why Dana White could slap his wife on live video.
Hey,
nobody said a word.
Hold on, because this, Nene, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like this Charmaine Johnson, you're probably a sweet individual, but this is a wrestling show, and you coming to me with this foolishness. Nene, if you in there, Tequila, whoever, just get her out of there. I'm done. I don't want to deal with these people. I'm done. Now you know what? No, because I don't want nothing on y'all. I'll do it myself. I'm done. I'm just like,
I'm not gonna hold you. I really did like the idea of you having two like badass chicks that are the bouncers and just putting chicks out to get that. No, excuse me. No, you're out the room. Bye, Charmaine.
Yeah, I'm done, bro. Like, we're having a wrestling show and they're coming over here with this foolishness. And that's what that guy would do every single. I could be talking about anything. He's going to come over here. Oh man, I want to have a conversation with such and such. I'm like, come on, man, get out of here. I ain't got time for that, man. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Y'all,
you already know my point. You already know my viewpoints. To hell with everybody.
You're telling me that church people are stalking,
bro?
threatening?
I'm telling you, the church people are these. I'm gonna tell you this: if everything they believe in is real, they're gonna be in hell right with me. I'm telling you, because these people have not a righteous bone in their body, and they don't believe half of the shit that they talk about. All they want to do is try to condemn you and tell you that they're better than you, when behind the scenes they do all the low down dirty crap. So me, as my heathen ass, I don't care. I don't need to deal with them. We're fine over here, just what we're doing. So peace to y'all.
No, not for me. No peace. I hope all of y'all will get cancer in your toes and it make all your nails pop off. And then you skate into a what do you call them, trees that make you itch, but it only touches the inside of your cheeks.
And watch they're gonna leave. Like, so what they'll do now, because I block them out of the chat, so maybe two more will come over here and they'll try to come over here and throw their little comments. But because I don't allow them in the chat now they're gonna leave all these comments on my videos, which is crazy. We'll be talking about wrestling. We'll be talking about UFC. We're talking about all the killing going on in Chicago. All they want to talk about is, oh, won't you set up a debate with me and this guy? Won't you set? I'm like, come on, man, get out of here. I ain't got time for that, man. Like, literally, I don't have time for that. I don't.
Hey, my name is Michael Francis on Facebook. I have time for all of it. I will tell you about everyone that look like you, anyone that's related to you and your mama, and anybody that's gone. I'll talk about them too. It doesn't bother me. I have plenty of time. I get off at 4:30, and on the drive home, I will tell you and your mama about you. I have absolutely no problem.
They'll man, bro. It's infuriating how they literally will stalk you from sun up to sundown and make 100 videos just because you don't tolerate the foolishness and you don't allow them to have their own way. So, like I said, I'm done with them. I'm done. No, back to what we were talking about. I don't need to deal with them. I'm fine over here.
Tell y'all, the mustache is evil. Triple H will not see any parts of. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down. So Jaylen Brown is going. If he ever leaves the Celtics, he's gonna be harder than Tatum is, and Triple H will never get ownership in WWE. That's two things right there. I'm gonna write these down so I can hold.
You know he got traded, right?
Who?
Jaylen Brown.
Boy, stop playing. He ain't get traded.
Venkat, am I lying?
The guy with the hair, right? Is that Jaylen Brown?
No, Marcus Smart got traded.
Marcus Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
Well, I'm like, you know how much y'all pay attention? What if you don't get out of here?
Yeah,
I know they traded somebody.
Nah, they traded Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
You see the trade rumors. Dame to Miami.
Man, Dame get on my nerve. We'll talk about that another day.
Venkat not gonna know. Now we'll have to see how. Then we'll really get to see how disingenuous Venkat is, because
how am I disingenuous?
If he don't like super teams, so
I don't.
So you got Dame, Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler. Venkat will somehow try to justify that one.
Well, that's not really a super team.
I see. He already doing. He already practicing.
That's not a super team. That wouldn't be a super team. No.
Word. See, they got their own definitions. A super team has to be the players who come together and decide to go somewhere. Is that what a super team is?
For the most part, yeah. But you're joining like Bam. I don't look at Bam Adebayo as a major player. He's decent.
Bam was on the same level,
and I think Butler is on a come up, but he's not that kind of guy, So he wouldn't be like a superstar player.
Whoa!
You don't put Bam on the same level as Kevin. What's his name? That was with the Cavs that year.
Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Kevin Love was better.
I didn't say he wasn't better. I said he's on a level.
I don't know. I mean, you saw in the playoffs, you saw how he struggled, especially in the Celtics series. He kept breaking everything, man. If it was in his hands, it was going to hit that iron.
Hold on. Go back to what you said. You still don't think Jimmy Butler is a superstar?
Jimmy Butler is not officially there yet. Not officially.
I agree. Jimmy Butler is a playoff superstar.
I don't know what else to say.
He's not. He hasn't got there yet. He's on the come up, but he hasn't got there yet. Plus, he was. I mean, it's not fair to him because he was going through the loss of a family member, and of course, Skip Bayless just spewed that out on TV, which people understood not to talk about it, but he talked about it. So Jimmy Butler, when you see the struggles in the NBA Finals and against the Boston Celtics, that's around the time when his family member died. So that could affect your game. So, I mean, he's a good player, but I mean, I just thought it was kind of quick how we were just crowning him the man like so quickly. Like, damn. Like, it's just, he could have a few good series in a popular location like LA, Miami, Chicago, stuff like that, big market. You can have a good campaign for a couple of years and you're epic man. I just find that kind of odd to me, but whatever.
Bro, you give like the most backhanded compliment. Man,
it's not backhanded. It's all real, man. Everything. The way Trevor think is like it's got to be overwhelmingly to the positive, and there's peaks and valleys.
He's a superstar, though. That's all. Could the Miami?
He's not a superstar. Wait a minute. You're gonna say MJF is not a superstar, but you're ready to say that Butler? Really?
Could Miami have made it this far without him?
Of course not. But Miami also needs to give that MVP to fortune and luck, right? Because if Giannis didn't go down, if Giannis didn't go down, it would be a different storyline, and you know that.
You heard what they say: if my aunt had a pair of balls, she'll be my uncle.
Oh Lord, this guy, this friggin' guy.
Hold on.
What are you going on with now?
Oh crap! So wait a minute, because Mike always talking about Jaylen Brown. Is Jaylen Brown a superstar?
No, of course not. Man, I don't think people know what superstar
No,
is.
I want to hear Mike say it.
Mike's probably on an intermission.
Yeah, he probably stepped away, but I want.
He's probably eating mangoes.
No, I'm here. Y'all can't hear me?
No, we can't hear you, man.
Man, I've been in the background screaming, wondering when nobody's listening to me. My bad. No, I said I don't think Tatum's a superstar.
Right, I could get that too. I agree with that too.
So why would I think Brown's a superstar? I think Brown is better. Brown will be a better leader than Tatum. And I think Jimmy Butler is a playoff superstar. He just ain't a full-fledged superstar yet.
I can respect that.
See, I could give you that one because he doesn't show up. He doesn't show up during the regular season, because if he did, they wouldn't have been the 8th seed. So I give you that.
That makes sense.
Adrian, I don't know what to do with all this positive reinforcement, bro.
Yeah, I know. Adrian said he's trying to go to sleep, but we're talking so interested. It's like a good movie. Yeah, man. That's who knew that talking about wrestling could be so entertaining and interesting. But
well, you're talking basketball right now, which you haven't finished the freaking finals. But whatever, we're gonna just blame that guy Trevor.
Hey.
Hey, blame. No, you know what you do? You blame SVDL. Don't blame me for that. You blame SVDL.
We gotta finish that last show, man. we gotta finish that last show, man. I don't care what you're talking about, but you gotta be talking about that last show, man.
And we gotta figure out when we're gonna do the political show also.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm I'm working on like the graphics, and I have an intro done, but I'm kind of like feeling like I still need more to it. And then I like
the intro, bro. I like the intro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you already saw it?
Yeah, Mike saw it.
No, dang it, I was gonna lie. What's wrong with you? Let me get my lie off. No, I ain't see it, right? But he gave me pointers and bullet points about what he was gonna put in it. I really thought, man, why you told him the truth?
No, that intro you did for Yanga was banging. Did you get my message about the Man Talk Monday thumbnail?
Man Talk Monday. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just fade my face out just a little bit, like kind of like theirs.
Okay.
And then brighten my face up.
Not with all the colors and stuff, but just you know what I mean. You have an eye for that stuff. Just fade it into the background just a little bit more, because I like what you said, that we could use that as the official Man Talk Monday thing. We just changed the title, so so I want to do that. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into this Money in the Bank preview. I'm gonna fly through it though, just because it's like 5 matches, so it's not gonna be anything. It's not going to be anything overly overwhelming to talk about. So this Sunday we got Money in the Bank live from London, England. Start time of 3 p.m. It's going to be 3 p.m. our time. So I don't know
Eastern. Yep.
Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time that is in London. I guess they 4 hours behind, or ahead, or what? Something to that effect. So either way, what's your guys' thoughts on the Money in the Bank as a concept? Just Money in the Bank on a whole.
Yeah, Michael.
I think we all know who's supposed to win.
Well, we're not talking about who.
No. I'm not saying any names. I'm saying because of that, I think they're going to screw it up just to mess everybody over because Vince is back, and I think it works. I think it used to work more when it was more fresh, but between Edge and Seth Rollins, it ain't holding up like it used to.
You really just disrespecting Seth Rollins, huh?
No, I said from Edge to Seth Rollins. Like that was the
man Collins. That could have been
Seth Rollins. My bad. No, Collins where I used to work at. I'm looking at my resume.
Phil Collins.
Hey, in the Susu studio, but Yo, Van Cat, I need to do a comedy show. I need you in the audience. That
Oh,
cat catches
speaking of comedy show, Angel did mention because Angel was at one point.
Peace to Angel.
Angel at one point was trying to do a comedy bridge thing where she does like comedy on a Friday night, and she did mention wanting you to come on and try out for it. So
who, me?
Yeah, you.
That's right up your alley, Mike.
Hey, do you know who what's his name? Corey Holcomb is?
Yep. Yeah. Funny as hell.
So I was at a Corey Holcomb show, right? And I was I was so close, like my arm was on the stage, right? It was at the Orlando Improv. You know how the improv seating is. And I was roasting him. We were like going back and forth. And in the show, he looks at me and he says, "Hey, this little chubby dude funny right here." And he says, "Hey, you need to go ahead and get you about 5-10 minutes and let me see it." And he told me that, and it like made me feel away. And I haven't done it, but I feel like I should. But I feel like I'm too old to be like starting comedy.
Nah, you're never too old.
You're never too old for nothing, man. I want to say, I'm almost certain that one of the girls from Pour Your Heart Out, T-Rock, she's only been on there one time. I'm almost certain she did a comedy set one night. So yeah, you're never too old. And I got another friend, Gigi, she did it before at the Improv. So I mean, hell, if you're funny, you're funny. But Angel did mention it the other day that she was gonna start back up the comedy bridge. I guess she never started it. It was something she wanted to do, but now she's gonna go full force with it once the season's officially over. So she did mention you though. She did say she wants you to be on there. So
I told you I wanted to talk to her. I want to talk to her about your debate.
Man, you asking me that, man. I can't remember stuff that happened to me earlier in the day, man. All right,
I'll text you. I'll harass you.
So, Venkat, what's your thoughts on Money in the Bank?
Seth Rollins.
Okay, so you mean the history of the event itself, this one?
Money in the Bank itself, not.
Well, I think it's a great concept, a great idea. That's one smart idea. When I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," because you have the element of surprise, and just the process of seeing who wins the ladder match. That alone is going to be a good match, and then to have the payoff where you could cash in the briefcase at any time during the year. I think that's an awesome idea. I wish it was around, in the early 90s. I wish that concept was around because there could have been a lot of great situations that could happen. But yeah, it's great. I'm excited to see it. I never watched a Money in the Bank live. I never watched it live on pay-per-view or anything like that. I've always seen them after the fact, but so I'll be looking forward to this.
Did you see Money in the Bank 2011? That's the one with CM Punk and John Cena.
No, I didn't see that one.
Go back and watch it. Just that entire event. Just go back and watch it.
So that's the best one in your eyes.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the best one I can remember because that was coming off at a time when I had stopped watching wrestling. That's why I tell y'all there was a time I was a huge CM Punk fan. So after the whole Chris Benoit thing, I just stopped watching wrestling, and I didn't come back until 2011 because I heard them talking on the Ricky Smiley show. They were Headcrack was talking about this wrestler. He was like, "Yo, did y'all see what that wrestler did on TV last night?" And my ears perked up, even though I hadn't watched it in like 4 or 5 years. And I'm like, "Oh crap, what's going on?" And then they played like little snippets of it. I said, "Damn, I got to go check this out." And they were talking about the pipe bomb. So then when I went and watched it, I'm like, "Damn, man, they done suck me back in." They always do something. Every time when I'm like, I got one foot out the door and I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to watch this no more. They always do something to suck me back in. So that was what they did to suck me back in. And, that was back in 2011. But that 2011 show was much must watch. That was the one where CM Punk and John Cena had that match where CM Punk blew a kiss to Vince McMahon and took the title, which they blew it off after 2 weeks, which was the dumbest thing in the world. But that was 12 years ago, so I won't stick on that too long. But so do you think, okay, so two things, because me personally, I think the winner should always be a heel, because it's just a heel gimmick. Like a heel as the winner of the Money in the Bank, he could just be slimy about it and just show up whenever the babyface champion is down? And do you like the immediate cash-ins? I'm not a fan of the immediate cash-ins. I rather them do like Edge and make you forget that they have the thing, and then out of the blue they just be like, time to cash in.
Well, I would say that if you have a heel always do it, that kills your element of surprise. And I'm varied on everything. I think the same thing should not always happen. You don't have any suspense or any surprises. I feel like an immediate cash in, you may have to do that every now and then just to break that whole thing. So I'm okay with all that. Yeah, I'm not against that.
It definitely can't always be a heel because you're gonna have heel champions. I think there should always be an immediate cash-in attempt, not like all the way through, but like they run out at the end of the match and they get to like the apron and then they stop and point at him and go, all right, I'm watching you. And that's how they would end Money in the Bank. Like there should always be something to remind you. You know what I'm saying? Like there should always be something there to push that narrative.
Yeah.
But there are some, it would depend on the character, because there are some characters that need that Money in the Bank push. Like I remember when Miz had it, that push really helped him to solidify himself on that level.
Oh
right.
yeah.
You remember because
Miz made that cash in so memorable.
Right? Because if you remember, Miz was like, if you remember, and I know you guys do because you guys are way better at memory than me, but if you remember what Shawn Michaels looked like when he was with the Rockers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
straight trash.
You feel me? And then what he looked like when he became the Heartbreak Kid. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Miz's transformation, because Miz was like a little you remember what he used to be when he was with homeboy that did the flippity flops and all that? I can't remember his name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He was in a tag team with that guy.
I like him too. John Morrison.
He's AEW now.
Yeah.
When he was in the tag team with him, he always had the starly glitter, looked like he bedazzled all his outfits. I'm sparkly. And then he became the serious Miz, who the only thing weird about him was the name of his finisher. That was the only thing weird about him. He was hard. Then he came in, he was beating up John Cena. You know what I'm saying? That Money in the Bank case is what turned him from that to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some people need it. I think a person like Dom would have to carry it for like almost a year. Just to you know what I'm saying? To solidify it, to make him into something, and to not just be my mom's little punk or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And then he should get stomped when he tries to cash it in.
Oh, big
he should actually be in this match now that you bring him up.
You feel me? But the dude we know who should win, he can cash it in whenever. Like he can cash it in. I honestly think are you gonna do that? Because I always mess your stuff up. Are you gonna talk about
we're going.
Okay, go ahead.
But I agree with you. The Money in the Bank briefcase made the Miz, because at first, I didn't know the Miz's history on
Real World. I did.
Real World.
Like
my cousin told me one time when we saw him, Peace MD, he was like, "Damn, that's the Miz." AMD, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. You want to come up? He was like, man, hold on, that's the Miz. I'm like, where do you know him from? He was like, he's off the Real World. I'm like, oh, okay. So that I kind of rock with the Miz because he's always been that guy. Like he's built that character from he was a kid. But the Money in the Bank works for him. But then look at the adverse, what they've been doing to the Money in the Bank winners lately. They've been they lose every match. Like they'll have a match and they lose every match because Vince's mind is, they have the briefcase, so it almost guarantees them to be the champion. How about you make the guy that's going to be your champion look strong? How about that?
Yeah.
How about
once
that?
you start talking about
him lose 30 matches before he cashes in?
Once you start talking about logical moves and the mustache, you've already lost your argument. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to go into court and go, why didn't this cat write the declaration, sir? Like, that'll make no sense. A cat can't write. Vince can't be sensical. It doesn't matter. Are you okay? You need a hug? Come here, bro. I got you. Come on.
This the comments I've been since we've been doing this damn show, and now I think about something Vince said, and not just. But it makes no sense though. It's like you build this, and that's why I say that to me, a heel having it is better, just because. Okay, if you a babyface, you gonna cash in on a champion that's already down, or are you gonna do the admirable thing and call your shot and be like, hey, I want to face you at SummerSlam, or like John Cena did?
Bro, I'm with you. It makes perfect sense for a person to win Money in the Bank to be like a top shelf mid-carder who we think can make the move, and then this guy goes on like maybe not a Goldberg streak, but like a good hard, like I'm fighting toward this thing. I want to feel like I earn it. So I'm gonna take on all comers and I'm gonna, one of those type of joints. And he just fights he's fighting all the oh, I got it. You watch UFC. Do you remember when the Iceman first got his title? How he had to fight all the hard dudes, and what's his name was fighting all the soft dudes, and then he met him and it was like, and he broke him down. You remember what that? You can make a Daniel Bryan. If you played that right, you can make a Daniel Bryan. You can make a superstar, but it'll never happen because the mustache and the ego. Y'all know what it is.
So just another sidebar. MD, the link is in the chat.
Shouts to MD. Peace to the ladies. Big Key Tot and Angel. Much love in the chat. All right,
so here's another thing. Does the title make the man, or does the man make the title?
Depending.
Let me get that back at.
Oh, go ahead.
I think the title can make the man, but there are some people that can make a title more valuable than it is, and those are the people that should have the title the least, like Roman Reigns. I don't think Roman Reigns needed this 1,000. He might have he needed it up until. And this is Van Cat's in the room, so I can say it. Up until that Cody match.
Yeah.
Right at that Cody match, he didn't need it because this bloodline thing would be running smooth
without
he didn't have a title.
They do not need the belt in that
at all. If every time he bushes him in the face and then Jay says, "But where's your title, tribal chief?" And then he gotta make that face. Like when he first heard Uzi and he look in the camera and the camera catches the and then the crowd goes crazy. Bro, you telling me that Pop ain't gonna be crazy? When he got a back with the angry face and he look at Solo, or he make that move to the wise man, like, is he talking to me? Is he talking about my title that they stole from me? Man, bro, I'm getting excited talking about it, and it's not even real.
Yeah, they completely screwed the pooch with that one, but
no, they didn't. No, they didn't.
I'm not going
because when Roman loses that belt, it's going to be one of those moments, and
that
we didn't need
moment.
it. That was not the moment.
You'll never get that
moment.
You'll never get that moment back. Never.
That is not the moment coming is so much bigger right now.
You know what? I'm gonna make this the third. This is my third thing. So the first one is Jaylen Brown. What was the second one? I just said a second ago.
Oh, Triple H won AEW.
Triple H, that he should, if he goes on, it'll be bigger. And third is that when he loses it, it's not going to be fire. It's not going to be fire. They're going to mess it up. Vince is going to change it at the last second or something, and it's going to be trash. And Van Cat going to come in here and go, man, you know something? Man, Cody should have won that damn belt. And I'll be like, I told you.
You know what? The tape machines are rolling. So the tape machines are rolling. So
timestamp.
This footage will be played after Roman Reigns.
He'll lose it. He'll lose it to somebody like a Sheamus or somebody that don't need it.
He's not gonna.
That's what they would do. They take it off of him by somebody like a Sheamus or something.
Nah, they gonna take it to Homeboy with the sword when they finally re-sign him and he comes back.
Oh, he's already re-signed.
Yeah, he gonna lose to the sword.
He's coming back. He's coming back to attack Seth after. Yeah, that's Seth's next opponent.
I'm already throwing.
He's on Raw.
Roman Reigns is walking around, had defeated everybody in this company. Then a guy that came in with all his heat, he beat. So the time he finally lose, it'll be bigger than Undertaker losing at WrestleMania. it's going to be, people are going to be shocked because at this point it's been denied so many times. Every time they thought Roman was going to go down, he pushed back the challenge. So whenever that hopefully it's not WrestleMania. I hope it's not. That needs to happen outside of WrestleMania. Because if it happens in WrestleMania, it's going to be cliche. It's going to be too predictable. It needs to happen in an event. I wouldn't even mind if it happened on Raw. Matter of fact, it should be on Raw.
Get out of here.
It should be on Raw.
Hey, Vancat, write that down though, because you just gave me a good idea for a show topic. The top 10 most shocking things that happen. Because when you bring up the Undertaker losing, like that stuff that you just didn't think was ever going to happen. So
exactly.
I gotta think about that. But hey, what's up, MD?
Mick Foley winning.
Peace. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I just stopped for the day, so I'm just catching in.
What's going on, MD?
What's happening, Vancat? What's up?
All right.
That's your boy, Mad Dog.
What's happening? What's up, Mike? What's going on?
So we don't have no particular match order. So let's go to what I think gonna open the show. And then a match that shouldn't be happening, but it's just something to keep Cody busy because Brock can't bother to show up. And I don't care if y'all don't like him, but Dominic Mysterio, that Joker gets some heat, but Cody should smash this kid come Saturday.
Or what should happen is this should be a career-defining moment for Dominic. This should be the moment where it should flip and people should start seeing Dominic as a threat. Even if he loses the match, he needs to have a show. It's not about winning or losing. He just needs to have a solid showing in this match. That's all he needs to do. I just don't know if he could do it.
Because I thought you was going to say that he should beat Cody.
No, he should not beat Cody. Even Cody could have two bad arms and a bad leg, and he should still beat Dominic. That's really not a problem. But even in real life or in this fantasy world of wrestling, but whatever.
Who you got, Mike?
Sorry, I was finishing up my new my new joint just got finished. I thoroughly agree. I think Dom being the weak link of the House of Black WWE edition it's had its and they keep pumping in the little crowd music. They keep pumping. It's about time he stands up and
I don't think they are, Mike. I do not think they are.
Because
people who give reports, like fans who give live reports from the show, say that guy gets heat, man. Like the fans boo the hell out of him.
You're mixing up what I'm saying. He gets the heat. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying they still put fake stuff on top of it because in their minds,
put a little bit of stank on it.
Yeah, and it's unnecessary. But they won't stop until he has a moment, and this should be his moment. This should be the time. He should kick out of at least 2 of the finishers, and he should. No, I'm telling you, he should kick out of 2. He should put on a moment. He should have what's his name? Damian Prince should run down to the ring, and right when he's about to do something, Dom should stop him and tell him to go back. He's like, I got this.
Whopper. Goddamn Whopper.
Crazy.
You see that logo? You know what I'm saying? He should. And
he got a W on it. That's perfect.
My bad. That's what I was working on. My bad. He should have a moment. It should be epic. He should be getting beat down so bad that Ray runs out and he's like going to Cody like, come on, this is my son. Stop. And then he like spits blood at his dad and goes, get the hell out of here. I'm winning this. And he just runs back. It should be a Rocky moment, like Rocky won. Like, you're not going to win, but you're going to catch these hands before I go, Apollo. Like, it should be one of those moments.
Exactly. And Cody is known for helping and making guys in matches.
Yo, look what Cody did for MJF. Look what he did for MJF.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Who you got in this match, MD?
I mean, yeah, obviously I got Cody, but I think y'all downplaying Dom's position in Judgment Day.
Thank you. Somebody said it.
Like, yeah, like Judgment Day don't work. Well, first of all, Dom don't work without Judgment Day. Judgment Day don't work without Dom. You know, that's just point blank period. You know what I mean? Just think of where Dominic Mysterio would be at. Even with the heel turn and everything, just if he was by himself, he'll be in lost in space at this point. You know it and I know it. Judgment Day is successful because of the relationship between him and Rhea Ripley. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that too.
Rhea Ripley is gonna have a major she's gonna have a major interference point in this match.
Yeah, because she don't have a match.
Because without her, this shit ain't believable. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. It ain't believable between Cody and Dom. It just ain't. You know it and I know it. You know what I mean?
You can say the other words. I don't just want the F-bombs. You can say the other words.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but for the sake of keeping it all, I ain't gonna do it. But it's not believable, y'all.
But that's exactly what we're saying, though. That's why it's so crucial that Dominic have a Bret Hart, Austin, Macho Man, Steamboat type of match where even in loss, even when you lose it, people got to give you props for the performance. He needs that. He can't just go through the mill with this. He has to do it. I get what you're saying. But Vancat, do you believe he has the ability to go through that type of match? That's what I'm asking.
I think so.
You think he does?
Yeah. That's the point. The point is he knows no one believes it. That's why he's gonna show you.
Right.
Okay. I can go for that. I can go for that.
That's why he told Damian
until I see it, I don't believe
it. Hey, and nobody does. You're not alone, sir. That room you're living in, everybody's sitting there with you. But I'm telling you, when Damian Priest run down, he goes, "No." You remember how Damian Priest said that, like when they were, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "And I'm going out there by myself. I'm gonna do it." I think that should have been the beginning of the end of Judgment Day. I think they all should want to stand on their own, but I think Dominic should do the hardest stand because Dominic is the only one out of the whole group that cannot be solo.
He's the weak link.
He's the weak link.
I agree with that.
I think he needs to make the biggest stand. He needs to make the biggest stand like that we've ever, like I'm talking about stand like he got extra toes. He's 20 toes, he's 40 toes down. He got extra toes on the heel, like he ain't playing. And then by the end of this Money in the Bank, everyone started looking at him different. Like people walk by, you know how they used to do those little shots in the locker room? Like they walk by and Undertaker stops and looks at him and goes, "All right, kid, I see you." And then he keeps walking by. And that's how they start building the Dom character. Now you got Dom as an upper mid. All right, see, I really need to start writing wrestling. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stop talking. Y'all ain't feeling me.
I mean,
I agree with that point.
Yeah, you forget what company we talking about, though.
You ain't lying. The mustache is forever there.
Like that's the issue here. You forget what company we talking about. All right, so
Vince McMahon gonna live to be 96 years old.
Vampires don't die.
Hey, peace, Ricardo. Yeah, so hold on, let me. All right, so yeah, I mean, we all unanimously got Cody. So let's go to this women's Money in the Bank match. So you got Io Sky, Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bailey, and Trish Stratus is also in this match. I mean, I got Io. If Io Sky don't win this, like, what the hell are we doing?
I'm not gonna lie to you. If they smart, I think they'll capitalize on this LWO heat that they got and let Vega win.
That would be cool.
I agree with that.
That would be cool.
That LWO heat,
that would be cool.
I think they can. I think Io Sky has enough cachet to do something else on her own. I think this could push Vega to another stratosphere too, and that's what we're supposed to be doing
as the champion.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about on the road to being a champion.
But do you want her to ultimately end up as champion?
I think she could be a good transit. Depending. Okay, we're talking about outside of the mustache. Okay, because we have this. We have to like make a caveat. Outside of the mustache, I think she could be something at the let's say middle she could be a transitional champion, right? And if they push it right, she could be a good champion. If they push it right, she could be a really good heel champion. But they're not going to. Vince is going to be like, I can't have a champion that can't speak the English. Get her out of here.
Speak English, fantastic.
I was being racist, Vince. Will you stay with the bit?
Oh. I don't know, man. She's 4 foot tall. I can't see her as ever being champion. I don't know. Against somebody like Asuka,
dude, or at least put on a fire like Cody Rhodes Dom match with her and Asuka, and then finally have Charlotte come in and beat everybody up because Charlotte loves to beat on Asians. That's what Charlotte does.
So hold on, because this Friday, these matches didn't make the card, but it should be noted that this Friday, Sammy KO is going to defend the titles against Pretty Deadly. That should be fun because I like Pretty Deadly. And Charlotte and Asuka are gonna go at it for the title. That's on SmackDown. But back to Zelina Vega. So Zelina Vega, they had the hype machine behind her in Puerto Rico at Extreme Rules, or what was that? Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And
she put on a match.
The hype machine was behind her, and the emotion of the crowd. But if you isolate all of that and just watch that match, she didn't do really good against Rhea. Like it wasn't really believable outside of the hype machine that was behind her.
I'll go rewatch it, but I think she did pretty decent.
She did.
Rhea,
I mean, there's a major size advantage there.
Yeah, Rhea's hard to do well against.
Asuka isn't as tall as Rhea, so it would make sense if she's going to win against her.
Asuka is a legit ass kicker, though, man.
I know. I understand that, but at least the height differential is closer.
Yeah, and you also got this is WWE we're talking about. It's more or less about image than anything else, right? They did the same. I look at it what they did last year. They put a machine behind Liv Morgan, and they tried to experiment. And she was hot.
Money in the Bank the same weight as my thigh.
Right. She was red hot. Now it eventually poofed out. I think they're gonna try to redo it with Zelina Vega.
Yeah, that was a Money in the Bank last year where she beat Ronda, huh? Yeah.
Transitional champion, like I told you. But ain't nobody standing up to Rhea.
Right. When she got the championship, she kind of poofed out.
Right.
For the sake of what they were trying to portray. I think they're gonna reset and do it with Zelina. That's me.
Which is good.
She'll fall into the Alexa Bliss category, though. You have that Alexa Bliss category, great character. Alexa Bliss is a fantastic character, but if you put her in the ring against Bianca Belair, it looks silly.
But it wasn't about that though with Alexa. The goddess was one of the best championship runs in WWE women. Character-wise, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yep.
That goddess phase was fire. I was even watching it then. I was like, I'm an Alexa Bliss fan.
Man, but when
that character was fire.
Man, when you got people like Bianca and Shayna and Asuka and Io and Bailey, man.
Hey, you remember what you said earlier, Trevor? You said, does the title make the man or the man make the title? There are people who the title makes them, and the women can make the title. Bianca Belair don't need the belt. Charlotte don't need the belt. Vega, she needs the belt.
For me, I guess it's a sentimental thing. I want Io because I want to see Io and Asuka. So to me, that's why I'm going on. I want to see Io and Asuka. And Io needs to be on her own now. She needs to get away from Damage Control and just be on her own. Io Sky, they're wasting her time right now. She is too awesome. She ran NXT. Like, she is awesome.
Yeah, she'll be awesome when she comes over to AEW and she's going up against Shida.
Yeah, she had her chance and she chose to resign.
Who do we got? Who do we got winning the match?
I got Io.
I want Vega.
I got Vega. Yeah.
I would like to see her win it too, Vega.
That I did not expect that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm also
Because I think Bailey, Zoe, not Bailey, Becky, Zoe, and Trish are going to cancel each other out, and I think it's going to come down to Io and Bailey on top of the ladder, and that's where Io is going to make the break from Bailey, as she should just, or they could just separate them and have them feud with one another. I mean, I guess, and then Io, yeah, I guess, and then Zelina.
So let me ask you real quick. So you just want her to win the briefcase to feud against Asuka. Why does she need the briefcase for that?
She needs to be the champion.
Well, but you don't have a like cashing in no time soon, though, do you? Because obviously she don't feud with Bailey. Obviously.
Well, I was about to say because Asuka's not on the pay-per-view. Asuka's on the night before. I was about to say,
I'm talking about Io and Bailey. It's eventually gonna feud.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
so you got to get that out of the way first. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. You're right. A match that was announced on Venkat, you probably, because they WWE don't book. It's crazy. They like literally don't give you all the matches up front. So
yeah, that's very frustrating, man.
A match that is taking place for the women's championship is Shayna and Ronda defending the titles against Liv Morgan and Raquel. Yeah, Liv and Raquel. I mean, I got Shayna and Ronda.
No, that's at Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you that one. I could have sworn I thought I sent you that one.
I think I put them all up. Let me see if I mix it up in the AEW stuff. No. Yeah, because I got so many. I got 21 I got 21 slides.
No, got no AEW stuff. Shut up.
I got Shayna and Ronda retaining, just because I think in the long run Shayna and Ronda are gonna do more for the title, even though them winning the title on Friday was horrendous. I thought that match was terrible. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire put on way better matches than that, but I think Shayna and Ronda are gonna win, because they're gonna eventually lose it to Casey and Casey Catanzaro and Katana Chance. Like I think like those have to be the champions. Like those two are gonna take those belts from them. So I got them winning that.
I don't think I believe that Rodriguez is going to be poised for a big push.
Exactly.
I think Ronda is one of those people who needs the belt. She needs the belt. They're not taking that from her for a while. She has an image to bring back up. She lost a lot of that momentum with the singles title. She needs this belt. She needs to hold it for a little while. And you're right, she needs to lose it to them, but that's going to be for a little while longer. She needs to hold on to this belt. I think Rodriguez is going to be pushed hard in the next couple months. And I don't know what they're going to do with Liv, but she'll never go anywhere because white boys think she's gorgeous. So she'll be around forever.
What's your thoughts on Liv?
Yeah, I think she's just around now. You know, she there just for folks to look at. You're right. You know
so she basically she's taking the place of Alexa Bliss then.
Bro, stop.
They tried it. They tried it last year. They tried it. They liked her look. They tried it. It was working up until she got the title and it fizzled out because she just didn't have that persona.
Better in the ring though, much better.
Yeah. I'm not excluding like her talent in the ring. But I'm just talking about the overall aura of Liv Morgan is gone. It is what it is.
I can tell you exactly what
she was hot last year.
You know what they need to do with Liv? Liv needs to have like a mental breakdown, turn heel, and commit her life to destroying Rhea Ripley.
They did that last year.
Nah, I'm talking about full steam, not the little temper tantrum that they threw before. She needs to go, since we keep saying Alexa Bliss, she needs to go damn near Fiend level, like insane. Just like she's in like you don't watch AEW, but what they just did with Jungle Boy, they need to do to her what they just did with Jungle Boy. Team her with somebody, not somebody that towers over her. trying to make a Braun Strowman and Ricochet. They need to have her with somebody who's damn. Can I think of somebody who should be good to tag with?
Raquel. That's the biggest one in wrestling.
Not Raquel. Raquel needs to move on. She needs to tag with someone that's really, really not who.
Let me don't call that girl that. Piper Niven.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Someone that's gonna get smiles and love and happiness and all that. That she needs to get a jealous streak, and she just needs to keep. No, we're doing great. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. They need to go on a losing streak, and it needs to look like it's Liv's fault, and then Liv just snaps, beats up Piper, and then her and Piper have a crazy rivalry for a while where Liv just keeps going down and down and down and down in the depths, and then she just comes out one day and all that happy Liv, look at me, my booty's hanging out, you white boys love me. That stuff is over. She comes out straight bad, just like I hate the world, gives a good promo if she can, and then just dedicates. And at the end of the promo, she's like, I know where everything changed. It changed on this night. And then she just replays her getting demolished by Rhea. And then she has everywhere she goes, she has a picture of Rhea. And she's just looking at Rhea like, I'm gonna come home, mommy. I'm gonna show you who real mommy is. And she just goes off and she just starts to like she goes on a what's her name? A Sasha Banks type move. Like she starts hitting the training lab and she comes out with some new moves. And I'm talking about don't have me started, bro. Don't have me started, bro.
That sound good, but yeah.
The mustache. I know the mustache.
Yeah, like I said, they tried it with Liv last year, man. That shit it's over with. It's over with.
So y'all know Alexa's pregnant, so that's why she hadn't been around.
Yeah.
Somebody shot that club up.
Venkat, who you got in that tag team? And by the way, the tag team champions are going to be going to NXT now, which is why they unified the belts.
You're talking about
Ronda and Shayna versus Raquel and Liv.
Ronda and Shayna. There's no way it's gonna be Ronda and Shayna.
Van Cat couldn't have been more annoyed to answer that question.
and I love Shayna Baszler. Like Shayna Baszler is bad. NXT Shayna Baszler was bad. Those when I say bad, I mean like badass. Those matches with her and Bianca Belair was like top notch.
Her and Rhea should have had something.
I'm just afraid that
Rhea took the belt from her. That's who Rhea beat for the title.
I'm just afraid that match is just gonna be one of those matches you're like, oh god, when will it end?
It's gonna be the piss break in between the main event and the men's.
I don't like that. I don't think you should be able to make pay-per-view because there's so many people on the roster. You shouldn't even make pay-per-view.
I agree. Why doesn't Big Bronson have a match on here? Put Bronson Reed in a match with Johnny Gargano for 15 minutes and see what happens.
Oh yeah.
They are doing something that I love. They're about to reunite DIY. Ooh, that's going to be awesome. Because Tommaso Ciampa is back. All right, look at that. We already an hour and a half, and we haven't even got through this and the AEW stuff. Damn, and for another long night.
You know damn well you weren't trying to go through AEW stuff. Hurry up and finish.
So
hater.
All right. So what do I got? So we did the men's. Okay, so shit, we only got we did the women's. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah.
This guy.
Why don't I have it?
And producer of the year goes to.
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, let's not talk about last week. That's what I'm saying, Venkat. You didn't send me everything because
I did.
No,
which match you doing next?
Where's Rollins and Balor?
It's there. I said that.
No.
That's one of the first. That's one. I think that was like the last one I sent for Money in the Bank.
Yo, nobody.
I'm looking right at it right now in the email.
Nobody's had a more star-crossed career than Finn Balor. I feel so bad.
Yeah, you're right. I just didn't upload it. My bad.
Oh, God.
Well, anyway, we got the world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I mean, I'm gonna just say this real quick. I love the story that they're telling with Balor. 7 years and you know he wants his title back. I'd have said, why didn't you ask a little earlier? But let's not look at that. But I love the new aggression from Finn Balor. I wish they wouldn't have let him beat up my boy Carmelo Hayes like they did on Monday, but it's all good. He shouldn't be losing heading into the world title match. But I got Seth winning this, and then Drew McIntyre comes out and attacks him at the end.
Man, Seth ain't losing. I feel bad for Finn though. Like I said, Finn is star-crossed. It's like he's the only little guy that when I see him take down a big guy, I'm like, hell yeah, he did that. Prince Devitt is the man. I'll leave it at that. It's sad, but Seth's gonna win. Go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna try to cut it down so we go faster.
I just can't get over Finn Balor having that 14 Staples T-shirt on, just bragging about getting 14 Staples. Like I just can't get over that. So he's gonna lose miserably. It's not even gonna be a contest, and he's wasting his time. If that's your focus, like I got my ass beaten, I got 14 Staples. I'm gonna make a T-shirt. Like I can't get over that. Like that's not a bragging point. So I don't really care for Finn Balor anymore.
Need to come to AEW.
Yeah, Seth is gonna win, but it's gonna be a great match. I remember.
Awesome.
I remember. I was at the Raw. It was the Go Home Raw. The Go Home show for WrestleMania. What was that? 30. When did they have the triple threat for the Intercontinental title? It was Finn, Miz, and Seth Rollins. You remember that match, WrestleMania?
Yeah, I don't remember which Mania it was, but I remember the match.
I went to the Go Home show for WrestleMania. It was in Atlanta, and that match that Finn Balor and Seth Rollins had, that's the best match that I've ever saw like live on Raw. So I'm expecting to see something like that. You know what I mean?
It won't be the same, MD. It won't be the same.
They had something like that on Forbidden Door. Will Ospreay and you know.
Well, yeah, but yeah, Seth is gonna win. Like I said, it's unfortunate for Finn because like he's stuck in a rut in terms of being in factions and doing other stuff. It's cool though. I think he's serving his position. He all right. He'll be all right.
All right, well, Bones, you late, but who you got winning this match?
Seth Rollins gonna win. I like Finn Balor as a heel and everything that he's been doing with Judgment Day, but Seth Rollins got to win. He gonna win the match.
So what about me saying Drew McIntyre was going to attack him at the end?
I would be okay with that. I think that'd be a good second feud for him after the Balor feud is over. Because once he beat Balor, I don't know who else he would feud with.
Hey, quick question, Trevor. Are you okay with the frequency of now we all talked about the Universal title not being defended. Are you okay how they going about defending the world title? Are you okay with that?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you got like him going over to NXT. And by the way, I meant to say this when we was talking about the AEW numbers. All right, let's do a little quick sidebar because Bones and MD are up, and you guys gave your vote last week, so I want to clue you in. AEW Collision did 880,000 their first week. This weekend, last week, they came crashing down to earth at 550. We all said that it was going to drop, but we didn't think it was going to drop that quick. Within a week, it lost.
Yeah, I remember you said 500.
I said 500, but I was thinking 2 months from now. Like I thought that it could at least sustain.
He's such a hater.
I'm not a hater. I wanted them to succeed, but they picked a terrible night. You cannot run wrestling on a Saturday night.
They should be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's the three shows.
Thursday
or on YouTube.
They should say Thursday. Thursday night would be awesome for them.
Yeah, I don't like them being in the Saturday slot. As soon as they announced what the slot was, I figured it'd be like a little death slot, basically, because it's Saturday night and it's late night Saturday night. So,
could you imagine if this Money in the Bank show was over in the States, which mean that it would have an 8 o'clock start time? Could you imagine what the number for Collision would be having to go up against that? They probably get 200,000 viewers.
That's true.
They probably get 200,000 viewers. And it's like, it's the arrogance of Tony Khan thinking his product is so great and recognizable that you could run on a death night. Like everybody will tell you that Saturday night for sporting events is a terrible night.
Yep.
But look at this though. NXT did 800,000 last week with Seth and Braun Breaker. So I mean, NXT hadn't done 800,000 in like a year. They did 800,000 with Seth. So you say what you want about Seth, but Seth is just popular. He's a very popular guy. All right. So what I think should be the main event, even though I know it's not going to be, but this match is going to slap. You got the men's Money in the Bank. You got I'm gonna just say this guy had to be the winner. If he don't win, I'm a riot. LA Knight has to win this Money in the Bank. You got Ricochet, you got Shinsuke Nakamura, you got Logan Paul, you got Butch, and you got Santos Escobar. I got LA Knight. He has to win this. Like, if he don't win it, it's going to tell me a lot going forward.
Same here.
Yeah, I agree. LA Knight should win.
So that means LA Knight not winning. Then damn.
I'm thinking about it. Like, I understand LA Knight needs to be finally put in that spot. Okay, I'll go LA Knight.
You don't sound sure at all.
Y'all know damn well Mustache can't wait to pull a rug and let fake Stone Cold come down and get so close and lose and have somebody who's got no business with the thing running around with it for the next 6 months. You'll see. We all know fake Stone Cold should have it. Yeah, but it's Vince. We'll never, I'm not guessing on this one. We know who should win it, but we don't know.
LA Knight is over as hell though, man. Like he
stole Stone Cold gimmick. Of course, I'd be
so
over
was
too.
Sammy. Sammy was over as hell.
If I stole The Rock, if I took The Rock's gimmick and I put Stone Cold gimmick and I mixed them up, I'd be over too.
Yeah, but a lot of that is in the delivery though. He had to play it off. He had to pull it off.
Oh, he does, yeah.
But he's in his, I think he's like 41 or something like that. So they got it. They can't, if they're gonna pull the trigger, they got to pull the trigger.
That's why that's what makes me not think he's gonna win. Because they were giving Samoa Joe hell when he was 43 or 44, something like that. So that's not too far off, and that's the reason what they were giving him.
Samoa Joe has a shitty body, though. Vince,
don't give me that. Samoa Joe moves in that ring.
Yeah, he does. I wanted him to beat Brock Lesnar, but he has a shitty body, and that's what Vince was looking at. I can't have this guy walking around with my belt.
Well, Vince McMahon don't have the best looking body right about now.
He did for a long time.
That steroids ain't doing it, man.
Yeah, you got to take into account that Logan Paul's in the match, and obviously they're gonna set something up for Logan Paul at SummerSlam. So who are they gonna use to set a matchup with? I hope it ain't LA Knight.
Ricochet. Yeah, Ricochet.
You think? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Ricochet and Logan Paul.
That match should have happened at
set it up for Royal Rumble. Yeah,
that match should have happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they still living off that belly bump.
Nah, hell no. Logan Paul is hey, you ain't gonna disparage Logan Paul, man. What
are you talking about? I'm talking about the Ricochet belly bump.
Wait a minute, what do you mean
the jump?
He's talking about it. Yeah, from jump to jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they did the double cross body. Yeah.
But and they got to pay that off though. They got to.
That's what I'm saying. They still living on that. I'm telling Logan Paul cannot be a huge star. He can't. He don't wrestle enough. Look at how over Romans had to be before they could even, and people still complaining about it. We started the show off saying, man, Seth Rollins just got his belt and he's already defending it more times than Roman. You think they're gonna give that pass to Logan Paul? He better he better take that prime and shove it right up his keister. Yeah. That ain't not getting on my damn nerves.
All right. Oh man.
I lost Van Cat. That's my usual laugh partner.
All right, so before
I hear you.
Yeah, you know what? So MD, you got who you got winning this?
I got LA Knight, hopefully.
And Bones, who you got?
Yeah, I said LA Knight too.
Yeah, so everybody got LA Knight. Yeah, LA Knight had the. I mean, sometimes you just gotta go with. Sometimes you gotta go with what's predictable, which means they won't do it. But sometimes
I might have to change mine, Trevor. I might have to change mine.
You better jump on the team, Van Cat. Jump on the team.
Now remember, LA Knight is on what? LA Knight is on SmackDown. Or he's on SmackDown. Yeah, well, hell, I mean, you know who the champion is on SmackDown, so yeah, I think a Raw guy might win this.
Nah,
because I'm going for Logan Paul. Gonna get it. I'm going for Logan Paul.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. I mean, that I wouldn't want.
He's the one. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get it,
and he's gonna have a briefcase with a pause button on the side.
Yep.
Bull crap.
Yeah, it's WWE, man. They can change the angles as they go. He can cash it in on the Raw person. They'll figure it out.
Oh, that's a big. Yeah, that's so facts. That's so facts.
Yeah, because LA Knight had to win this, man.
I that was hilarious.
I didn't remember where he. No, but you know what? I think I heard them say that you could cash it on whoever you want to cash it on. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
That make too much sense. they gotta make it into an angle some type of way.
Yeah.
They're gonna send him on a lose. They're gonna send him on a losing streak.
We need a bomb. That was a boom. That was hilarious.
They're gonna send the man on a losing streak. All right, so this is gonna be the main event. And you got the Civil War.
Man,
you got okay. So I want y'all to remember this picture. Remember this picture. This is a badass picture that Van Cat got, but you got the Civil War. You got Roman and Solo versus the Usos. I mean, I got Roman and Solo because they're not going to have Roman lose back-to-back matches. That's definitely not happening.
I got Jay pinning Roman.
So you think the Usos are going to win this?
I said what I said.
Roman ain't taking no damn falls.
I want Jay to pin Roman. I said what I said.
Yeah, Roman and Solo going to lose.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so too. How you gonna further the storyline?
No, we gonna have to probably take a side bet on this. No, remember Roman and Solo just lost at Saudi Arabia.
That doesn't mean anything.
They're not gonna put two losses back to back on Roman.
They don't think about it like that.
Losses don't mean nothing as long as he get to keep the big whopper.
Yep.
Man, Roman. Hell no.
Yeah, Roman Reigns probably is going to be the one to get pinned.
Yes,
because that will add controversy. Because he's over 1,000 days. Nobody pinned him in 3 years. So in a tag team match, if he takes a pinfall, the perfect person would be one of the Usos.
Yep,
especially with them going through the fight. That would make a lot of sense.
Who you got, Bones? Because that ain't happening.
I heard somebody else say that.
No, I agree with Trevor. I don't think Roman's gonna lose his match.
Ain't no way in the hell Roman ain't getting pinned. Come on, man.
All right.
The tape machines are rolling, so we'll be playing that back.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do your splicing skills, but Roman is absolutely the Usos are losing this match, and yeah, Roman ain't taking no damn pinfall.
Hey, remember last week we were saying that Roman is already starting to look weak because he's been getting like super kicked to death almost 3-4 weeks.
Yes, he should look weak.
Yeah.
That's right now. Yeah, but right now he's in his strongest element. There ain't nobody else in modern history done what he's done, right? Even though it's being done in the weakest way possible. When the last time he had a title match? I can't remember. But anyway, he's at the strongest point. So for him to take these side losses, putting little kinks in his armor, that's the right thing to do.
I don't think he's at his strongest point. I don't think he's at his strongest point. I think the crumbling of Roman's title has already started. I think this is just the next stage of it. The next stage is for him to take the L, but for him to take the L from a bloodline member so he can still talk that bloodline-ish.
And the focal point right now is not Roman and his title reign. The focal point is the bloodline in totality.
Exactly.
Why does Roman Reigns have the belt?
Okay, the other thing I was thinking was there's other bloodline members outside of WWE. So wouldn't this be the perfect time with them calling it the Bloodline Civil War to have a Bloodline person come in and debut?
That's why I said that Roman and Solo are winning, because that's the rumblings that someone is debuting this tomorrow, Saturday.
And I repeat, if that's what they were gonna do, he don't need the belt for that.
I mean, Cody could have been, bro. Hey, Venkat, there's nothing you could tell me right now. Oh God, we forgot another match. There's nothing you could tell me right now that I'm telling you, Venkat. You probably sent it, but is all these damn AEW cards you sent me, and I probably just did like a upload.
Don't worry, they're all from 2001.
Yeah. So, but think about this. If they debut a new member, the new member causes them the title. The match. The Usos don't lose nothing. You further the storyline. Why do you have to have the belt hostage?
But the belt ain't hostage. We're building something way bigger down the road.
You just said you don't remember when the last time he defended the belt.
Yeah, and that's a problem. It's really becoming a problem. He needs to be on TV or something.
So the belt isn't hostage?
It's not hostage. It's just his ass needs to do work.
He hasn't defended it since WrestleMania, right?
I can't remember.
Since Cody.
Yeah, it's been. Come on, man.
Because every match he's wrestling is a tag team match.
But the belt is not hostage. The belt is on summer camp with the other two belts.
Hey.
They all have sleepovers.
We in July now. The man hadn't defended the belt since April 1st. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a shame.
He got to get off. He got to catch them all. He's got the red one. He's got the black one. He's got the gold one.
But they're busy bragging about 1,000+ days. Oh, we just passed another legend, and he hasn't defended it.
And he doesn't do house shows anymore, so it's not even like he's defending the belt at house shows like the old timers used to do.
I'm totally against house shows. I think they're just getting injured for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought they were going to stop that, but they're making. See, that's the thing. They're making this crazy money, but so everybody, so I got Roman and Solo. I mean, and Venkat, this started at like 145, so you know exactly where to go when you do your clipping.
Oh, I know.
Damn.
I know.
Nah, they only got clips when they come to me. Trifling asses.
It's a conspiracy, Mike.
Yes. I ain't even have to say it.
So everybody got their pick in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Roman and Solo. So I want to before we get to the
just say it clearly, Trevor. Just say it real clear.
I got Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will win this match.
Jay will pin Roman Reigns to finally put a big dent in that big muscly forehead that he walked. My bad, but yeah, finally he'll win. He'll win.
Yeah, I think Solo gonna play a major role. I think the spotlight on him now, as far as where the storyline goes right now. So he's gonna play a major role.
Or Solo turns on him.
I don't think it's not yet. But he's gonna play a major role. Remember, Michael Cole said Act 2 was Jay. Act 3 to me, I think, is Solo.
So what do you guys think about Solo? Solo just had a match with Sheamus on Friday. I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. Sheamus is great. So I mean, like, I'd like to see him in there with somebody that's not as good just to see what he really has. But like, what do you think about him just overall?
Nobody take this. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think Solo is special because he's the one person from NXT 2.0 who hasn't been ruined. So in that aspect alone, I think he's special. And if you notice, like during most of the Bloodline matches, when you come out there with Roman, when he get in the ring, whoever the opponent is, he just starts staring at him like nonstop, and he'll stare at them through the whole introduction and through like the first 10 minutes of the match. He'd just be like staring at the person, And like the little feud he had with Cody, or the little mini feud he had with Cody, to me, that was pretty cool. He got the intensity. He not like the best worker or wrestler or nothing like that, but overall, I think he got what it takes, and I think he's pretty cool. And like I said,
I like it. I like it.
He's the one person from NXT 2.0 who hasn't been ruined and who they actually got in the storyline and doing something. Granted, he part of the bloodline and everything like that, so I'm sure that's why. But
You think they're gonna ruin Braun Breaker?
Yeah, I think
you can't.
Yeah,
how you can't mess him up.
Hey, look, I said the same thing about Shinsuke. I said the same thing about Ricochet.
Keith Lee.
You know.
Well, hold on. Did they really ruin Nakamura, or did Nakamura just not translate? He's translating now for whatever reason. Everybody loves him now.
I thought he lost steam when he did the SummerSlam angle where he started just kicking AJ in the balls every single time, and for some reason AJ didn't know how to defend that, or he couldn't wear a cup or something like that. But
baby faces are stupid though. Brock Lesnar get kicked in the nuts all the time. Baby faces are stupid.
But I think they have trouble with converting their Asian talents into heels. Well, Asian talent period, but especially like heel Asian talents, they always do like the Japanese word than one American word or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's always the same.
So I love though when they turned Nakamura heel and he was a United States champion and they would interview him and he'd talk in Japan. He talking Japanese, and then when they'd be like, "Oh, you can't," then he'd be like, "I don't speak English," and then he'll just walk away. Like I love that character, man. But I love Vank had another one. If you didn't watch Sami Zayn versus Nakamura from NXT.
I remember
one
that.
of the most brilliant matches you'll ever watch ever in your life. Ever.
Hey, that's a good point though. That's where the role of the manager is being missed in wrestling right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's being missed.
We don't have no manager, but I can't believe you think they're gonna ruin Braun Breaker though. Like, it's some people that you just can't mess up, and I think he's one of them, man. That guy is money.
Hey, go ahead and put that down.
Yeah.
Add that to the list. Go ahead and write that down. We're gonna come back in a couple years. Braun Breaker's gonna look like his daddy, and it's gonna be over.
I will say his heel turn has been pretty good though. I will say, give him credit, because as a face, I couldn't stand him, and I went to NXT 2.0, and when I was there, he didn't get that baby face pop that you want, as a champion. And even from when Chris would go all the time, every time he would go, it was always Carmelo Hayes getting a way bigger pop than he was, or even mid card talent getting a bigger pop than he was. So they had to turn him heel.
Did you see Carmelo versus Finn from Monday?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, I got an issue with them making their NXT champion lose the night before.
Yeah, that was my biggest issue.
But besides that, I got no problem with it. It was.
But look, Bones, they had an out. Baron Corbin is who he wrestled yesterday. I'm assuming he won, but Baron Corbin is a free agent, which means he can go to any show he wants. Why not just have him come attack Carmelo Hayes and not pin your NXT champion in front of millions of people?
Yeah.
Why not just do that?
And it was
about logic.
A good match yesterday too, and they brought back the Lone Wolf gimmick.
Yeah, I heard the Lone Wolf gimmick was back.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a good match.
Yeah, Baron Corbin is awesome, man. Baron
Corbin don't work without the hair.
Well, he was starting the ball, so he had to cut it.
Yeah, Mike, you're right. He did look better. Like, he looked more intimidating when he had that skullet. Like, he had that long, greasy hair.
Get that long. If you got to get the long hair, George Jefferson, he got to do it, bro.
Yeah.
It back.
Yeah, the Lone Wolf was an awesome character, man. I don't know how they. Yeah, I know how. All right.
Yes, you do.
Even last night, as good as the match was, you got the crowd chanting "bomb ass Corbin." You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's hard for him to shake that little stigma now.
I blame the main roster for that. You got a guy and not for nothing, he's the last person to ever pin Roman Reigns. So you got this guy, the last person to pin Roman Reigns, and you stick a gimmick on him, calling him bum ass Corbin. So now, even if he came back and he like, hey, the last person to ever beat you is me, I want a title shot. It writes itself. But now Roman Reigns will give him that smirk and be like, huh, you're just bum ass Corbin. And you kill him dead. You killed him dead. Killed him dead. But I think overall, I think Money in the Bank is going to be good, because Money in the Banks are always notoriously good. But I will tell you, Van Cat, go watch Money in the Bank 2011. That was awesome. Like that that match, Alberto Del Rio won that one. That's the one Del Rio won, right? Yeah, Del Rio won that ladder match, but that's where he pulled off Rey Mysterio's mask, and they had to try to cover him up real quick. But that whole pay-per-view was awesome. So before we get into the AEW review, we gonna give it. I'm already at the 2-hour mark, so we're gonna give it as good enough time though. But I got to read something before we go to that. So you guys know that we did the show last week where we reviewed CCW. So the owner sent me an email. The owner sent me an email. When did he send it? He sent it yesterday. So it says, zoom this in because my eyesight. All right, so it says, "Hey Trevor, hey Trevor, I'm sorry I saw this so late, but your cousin sent me the link to the show. Thank you so much for the review. You clearly get what we're trying to do, and is greatly appreciated. We would love to be on your show in the future, and we can also have some of our wrestlers appear if you want. My business partner, Nilio, does all our media stuff, but he's out of town with family this week. Maybe we can set something up for next week if you can fit us in." And that's from Dan Ackerman, the founder of CCW. So they loved our review. And I mean, I just think that's awesome. I mean, if we could get in bed with them on this show and get some wrestlers to come on, I mean, it's only make the show bigger. I mean, so
I got extra pillows.
I don't see I don't see any downside to that, but I so that's that. And I hope we do get to hook up and go to a show, because they seem like they're running them every weekend now.
Yeah,
but we could go as a crew. I'm with it.
Yeah, but I definitely wanted to read that, because me and him were going back and forth, but he was just saying how he really could tell that from the review that because a lot of times people just go to these shows and they just be like, damn, but to hear us break it down and see where they were going, they were real happy about that. So let's get into this this AEW Forbidden Door card. All right, and the first match, you see it on the screen.
I can't stand y'all.
Vancat, what the hell?
I don't know who let him out of the room. I put him in the room last time, and y'all let him out because y'all want to hear him talk.
All right. Let's start the match, and they're in no particular order because I don't know the match order, but I heard the show was real good, so I'm gonna give it his props once y'all review it. So let's get to the first match.
You know what?
Y'all got
the hell with both of y'all.
Hey Mike, what's up with him?
Yo, you know what it is? They hate us because they ain't us, bro. They live in a world where you see my avatar, a mustache runs their life.
All right, so
they have no joy.
So this is where I said I want you to remember the picture. So look at this picture. If you were a casual fan, now we're not talking about us. We more inside baseball. I'm talking about if you were a casual fan and I told you that you could have this main event, or you could have this as your main event.
That's not a main event.
I know. Or you could have this. You could have this as your main event. What
That's
would you
not
think?
A main event.
Look at again. So you're telling me their championship didn't main event the show?
I already told you I didn't like it last time.
So
it was the opening match.
But think about it. You could have the match that I just showed you, or you could have these guys as your main. All right, let me get off of them. All right, so let's go to Forbidden Door. Just have it, somebody explain to me first what Forbidden Door is.
Hey, wait, Trevor, I got something I want to say first. As far as MJF, he always say that he want to get in, get out, and get the hell out of whatever crappy city he's in. And if you watch his Instagram video, he went in, he beat Hiroshi Tanahashi, and he took a video of himself leaving the arena, getting on his private jet, leaving the crappy city of Toronto or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's
part of his storyline.
Yeah,
that sounds good. That sounds good.
If you're not going to main event, put me on the first match and get me the hell out of here. You know what I mean?
So Venkat, all right, Venkat, what does that do to your title?
That just degrade the championship. You're a professional. You got to be as such. and talking about I need to leave and get on my private jet. That don't fly. I don't care what storyline that is that he's trying to pull off. It don't look good. When you tune into something that's AEW related and you see the AEW World Champion is opening match, that means the AEW title ain't worth a damn.
That would have more weight if you get your pictures in order. So I ain't listening to you.
Hey, didn't it not open the match? MJF opened the event, didn't he
And
not?
I didn't even know that till y'all said that.
Yeah, he did. It was the first match of the night.
Did you not have 2001 pictures on the show for 2023? Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think I'm done.
So what's this Forbidden Door though? Like what is this?
Forbidden Door is basically you have promotion from Japan and a promotion from here in America. A Forbidden Door is like usually you don't, because in WWE terms it's a forbidden door. They're forbidden to work with other promotions from New Japan. You'll never see that with WWE. So AEW is crossing the Forbidden Door, and the Forbidden Door is working with other promotions.
They don't even let WWE say their names. You can't even say that the other promotions exist.
I know.
Okay, now you can. They do it now, but now
because AEW broke it.
Avatar is you stupid.
You see your boss in front of you. That's your boss right there talking.
Crazy as hell. That mustache. All right, so let's get into the opening match. Then I didn't even know it, but the AEW World Heavyweight Champion against Hiroshi Tanahashi.
To put it in terms, I'm sure most of y'all don't know who Hiroshi Tanahashi is. He's their version of John Cena, except for he actually been wrestling for, I would say about 30 years now. He's been doing it. So they call him the Ace.
He would be the Ric Flair. Then he would really be the Ric Flair of the.
So whoever you want to.
Bones ain't old.
But he's a legend over there, and he's been wrestling for, like I said, for about 30 years. And this match was an old school kind of match. So Trevor, you probably would have liked it. It wasn't no flips, and it wasn't none of that kind of crazy stuff. MJF ended up winning with his dynamite diamond ring, which is a tactic that he used kind of often. And that was the match. And like I said, after the match, he left like immediately after the match.
Tanahashi earned the respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his respect in that match. He made him because I think in the storyline he was trying to say that New Japan is trash and they're beneath him. They're an indie, and by the end of the match, he was giving that man his props. It was a good match. I really enjoyed it.
And MJF is the one that says that Japanese wrestling sucks, right?
Yeah, when he came back of his robe, he had a Ric Flair like robe, and on the back of it said New Japan is an indie. And then his elbow pad said Ace is ass, which is Ace is Tanahashi. He always, dedicate his ring attire to his opponent. That's always pretty cool.
MJF is he's getting there, boy. He's gonna be a superstar soon.
MD, did you watch this show?
Who you talking to?
MD.
Oh no! I ain't paying for that. But I saw the highlights. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say that out loud, MD. Those AEW fans will jump on you.
MD.
Oh no! It's all good. I mean, I just ain't like I got Peacock. When AEW gets something like that, they'll get my money. Until then, I'm not paying. You know
That's exactly what I said. And I got beat up for it in an AEW group chat.
You deserved every hit.
So, Mike, you pay for these? I know Bones don't pay for them.
Sir, what I do to watch my AEW is not to be spoken about on live air. We will talk about it in our brunch chat. Why are you trying to put me on Front Street, sir?
But that was a fraudulent disclaimer right there, man.
Don't you think you're stunting the growth of your company by not paying the full price of the pay-per-view?
Yo, I honestly do feel like this was a good match.
Point.
Like, I love the way.
I know, you're right.
I love the way MJF came out. He came out really strong, and I love when he pulled the referee in the way.
No, answer the question. You don't think you stunting the growth of your company?
Yeah. You saw how he sidestepped Trevor. He sidestepped the hell out of it.
When he pulled him in the way and he bowed down and then he cheap shotted him, like it was real effective. Like he's a really effective heel.
Hey, I'll answer that question, Trevor. I don't feel like I'm stunting the growth because I look in my closet and I see multiple AEW shirts. Me and my girls. So I know I give them money. on the
Hey, wait
product.
a minute. The FBI listen
Talk
to this
that
stream. You
ish.
guys can't be admitting all this kind of crap, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I ain't admitting to nothing.
Boy, and every time they come down here, I'm going, and I go to every single show, and I go when they open, and I stay to the end. So I know I consider myself a true fan, so I don't feel like I'm sliding them at all.
That's right. And I ride with Bones.
I'm upset just looking at this picture though, because that belt is so beautiful, and I'm just like, man, WWE couldn't at least bring me back the winged eagle or something. You know, just bring me back the big eagle. Just bring
Sir,
me
be
back.
happy with your pause button and shut it up.
Hey Trevor, I don't know if you know this, but when the title was presented, they had the greatest of all time, Bret Hart, to present the belt, so that made it even more prestigious.
Oh, you mean the biggest crybaby in all of wrestling?
No, I mean the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Mr. 3-star himself.
Oh my God, the hate is so thick with this one. The hate is so deep.
Hey, Bones, know he know I be messing with him on that because I know Bret Hart is his favorite wrestler, so I know. All right, so let's go. Yeah, but that's something to think about though. If you want them to succeed so much, pay. How much are their pay-per-views?
$50, man.
Oh hell no.
$50 freaking dollars.
Hey, I just paid for Peacock for a whole year for $19.99.
Yeah, I really like the way he pulled the referee in. It was a real good move.
So put that in perspective. So when you got AEW fans jumping on Venkat because he made a legitimate point, so do you think in this new deal that they have, that they got this $1 billion deal, do you think it's going to come with some type of streaming? Because they can't sustain not getting their pay-per-views in the biggest amount of homes. You got to be able to get it in the biggest amount of homes.
Because the way he used the ring, it was real.
No, I feel like if this,
Mike keep dodging. Mike just dodging every question.
no, I feel like if they'll start streaming because they got to stream and do a Ring of Honor. So I'm not sure why Tony Khan will focus on getting the Collision show instead of doing something else. But I'm ready to move on to the next match though.
Next match.
So I'm not in order. Just so let's just go. The order that I got them in.
This match,
Jungle Boy Jack Perry versus Sonata.
Go ahead, Bones. I'm gonna let Bones take these. Go ahead, Bones. I'm gonna follow you.
All right. So Sonata, he was part of a group called Los Ingobernables de Japón. It's basically a little heel group that was in Japan. And when I did an update earlier, I think it's like a month ago, he beat Okada for the belt, so he was a New Japan World Champion. He switched up his gimmick. He switched up his look a whole lot. So this was kind of like an introduction to the American fans, and they picked like a fan favorite for him to go up against Jungle Boy. This was a real good match. Jungle Boy always delivers. He's very, very consistent on the pay-per-view matches for AEW. You can always count on him. But the story of the match was after the match, Jungle Boy Hook is Taz's son. He basically turned on him on the ramp and clotheslined him. So this is going to be a new, Jungle Boy going forward, and he's going to change his gimmick up. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to work out.
Hook turned on Jungle Boy?
No, Jungle Boy turned on Hook. I really love this because Sonata was doing this thing, but this match really wasn't about the match. This is probably the worst match all night for guys. It was still a good match though, but it really wasn't about the match because we knew Jungle Boy wasn't going to take down Big Dog. Big Dog was doing his thing. He was outclassing him in the ring, even though Jungle Boy was keeping his he was trying to keep up with him. But the thing is, Jungle Boy is like AEW's Liv. Like, he's gotten to the point where they like him because his hair and he's cute and he does this and does that. It was time for him to do something. And this heel turn, I think he's going to come out. He's going to show why he was chosen to be one of the pillars. I think Hook is going to take his position as the new, like, the heartthrob good guy. And I hope these two have a immense, humongous rivalry. I love the way Taz got up in the middle like he was going to do something.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's amazing. That's why I'm letting you go first, bro. Get all your stuff off.
So
next match, because we don't need to hear nothing from y'all.
Hook is Taz's real son?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
From Brooklyn, baby. You know what it is.
So with Jungle Boy doing his heel turn now, do you think he's gonna have to change his look? Because that look ain't really intimidating. What he got? I mean, he got that long ass hair like a female.
He need to come out looking like Razor Ramon.
Well, he needs to do something like that. Yeah, he needs to do something else. He needs to change his whole attire. I don't know what he needs to put on, but he needs to do something else because he does not look like a wrestler. He does not look intimidating. He does not look like anything, to be honest.
Hey, Bones.
Hey, I was gonna ask, what's up with that IWGP title, bro? Like,
yeah, it looks feminine belt, too.
Right?
Yeah, it looks feminine.
They just changed it within the past year, and I do not like it. I like the way it was before. I don't know if you can pull up a picture of the old one, but the old one is way better. I don't like the new one myself.
Yeah, the IWGP belt is tremendous. There's this guy I follow on YouTube, like Wick Belts. He owns every single wrestling belt ever in any company, and he got the replicas that are in the glass cases and everything, and he has about 3 IWGP belts, man, and them are that's something you want to wrestle for. Like,
but not what they currently got.
I don't know what that is, man.
Isn't that like a U.S. title or something? Well,
no, that's the big dog.
Put the picture back up. Put the picture.
Read what it says. That's the big dog belt.
Osprey got the big dog. Oh shit! I just deleted it by accident. Damn.
Yeah, by accident.
That title is disgusting, man. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, it looked like the
Autobot
Jeff Hardy. It looked like the Jeff Hardy TNA belt.
It looked like a broken
the Willow title.
Yeah. Yeah, the shape of it. All right, so again, no particular order. Did this match really happen? CM Punk and
they snuck him in.
Satoshi. Okay.
Satoshi Kojima.
Come on, bro.
This was the Owen Hart. This was the Owen Hart tournament.
I really think he got snuck in because of the Adam Cole injury. I mean, sickness.
And plus, apparently, CM Punk and this guy has been wanting to work together for a lot of years, and they just never have been able to. They got a lot of respect for each other, and this is another guy who's a Japanese legend. We don't really know him over here in the States, but he's been wrestling a long time over there. This was, kind of like a basic classic match. It wasn't obviously like a lot of flips and stuff like that because you got 2 older guys. CM Punk did look a lot better in this match. He played up to being a heel a little bit more and everything like that. I'm just kind of interested to see because he's been wearing his CM FTR shirts, which is the revival. So I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna spin that forward with them. If they're gonna be in the faction together because he's gonna need somebody to help against the Elite. And FTR and CM Punk inside the business and behind closed doors, they're real good friends. So I'm just ready to get that going. But CM Punk is most likely gonna fight, I believe, Samoa Joe in the next round because Samoa Joe is fighting Roderick Strong, and I'm pretty sure Samoa Joe gonna win that match. So I'm also looking forward to the next round when CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, man. I think the CM FTR is already a thing, and it's going to be a thing for a while. I think just like we all thought this wasn't going to happen, I believe that the Elite and CM Punk have already squashed the beef. I think the beef is squashed. I think they just working us, and it's going to be crazy when it happens. The match was pretty good. I think it got 3.5. I think Dave Meltzer gave it 3.5. It was pretty good. CM Punk is looking better. He's going to work himself back into shape. He just needs to get at least a half an ab. Maybe 3/4 of an ab, and look a little better to run the show. And I think Saturday it's going to be a rough going, but I think he can pull it off. I think we can average around 6.5. Fan wise, next match.
Well, no,
hold on. I remember Kojima from All Japan though. I remember Kojima from All Japan. That's all I know him from. So, and that's when All Japan used to come on. You know what I mean? But I really don't care for the match. This per se.
So listen, so this is what I heard. They threw CM Punk in this tournament last minute because they wanted CM Punk versus God, what's the guy? Kenta. But Kenta didn't want to wrestle him. Yep. So this was like a consolation prize. So what was the beef? Why didn't Kenta want to wrestle him?
because Kenta is in a roundabout sort of way. Him and Kenny Omega is real cool, and I'm thinking that Kenta is gonna be that final member of the elite or another member of the elite, and they're probably gonna use him for another storyline against Blackpool Combat Club.
It's all the work.
So
that's why they leak it. It's all the work.
All right. So again though, Michael said that again, Dave Meltzer reported that they had the elite, they had to be on separate sides of the building, and that could all be just a book. Yeah, that could be smoke and mirrors to throw us off.
Yeah.
Just because, I agree with y'all. They already worked it out, because if they don't, then they're stupid.
Who is y'all? That was just me.
But
don't be giving my credit to Van Cat.
But if you so what Dusty Rose always says, where's the money at? So after they had a match, then what?
It's not a match. They're gonna have a rivalry that can last a year. There's enough members of both parties.
That's what I'm finna see. You could do Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the elite versus CMFTR. You can do Punk versus Kenny Omega, FTR versus the Young Bucks. You know, there's different variations you got.
And they're gonna get somebody else to even it out so they can Hangman his own rivalry. I'm telling you, there's enough. They could have like a triples run against each other. They could have the tags and the singles against each other. It's gonna be crazy.
I actually think they're finna get Kota Ibushi, because that's Kenny Omega's boy right there, and I think Kota Ibushi gonna come over and help him out. Trevor, I don't know if you remember him from the Cruiserweight Classic.
Oh, do I remember Kota Ibushi? Him and Cedric Alexander? Come on, man.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to that too. And
Trevor,
see,
that was something nice you said about an AEW person. Calm down.
That's why AEW, because it got me wondering.
Go to indie wrestling, man. Chill out. I go to indie wrestling.
Next match.
All right.
2 hours and 21.
So we got so we got an AEW International Championship. So was this a 4-way? So you got Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy, Shibata, and listen, you talk about somebody who has the worst body in wrestling is Zack Sabre Jr.
Why?
That guy looks like a string bean.
Yeah.
Hey, but the man's athletic. They put on a hell of a match. Mr. Bones.
Yeah, this was a good 4-way match. They're doing a little story where Orange Cassidy, he's defending and mostly opening up every show, like Dynamite and Rampage and everything like that. And he's always defending his belt, and he's getting beat up, and he got the kinetic tape on his shoulder, on his ribs, and he's just selling injuries. He had like a little mini feud against Swerve Scott last week. So as like every match, he's barely escaping and barely getting out. And eventually he's gonna lose the belt to somebody probably like Miro or something like that. But he's just being like a fighting champion, and he got what, like probably 20 defenses, I think, of his belt.
Yeah.
So
every single
they defending it like the TV championship, the TV championship. Yeah.
Every
you need to learn to swerve.
So he's making that belt very prestigious and building it up. Whoever beats him for it, they're gonna be a made person, basically. I'm hoping it's Miro.
I hope it's Swerve.
But he already fought Swerve and beat him, so that's
I know, but that don't mean it's over.
Yeah.
That TV championship belt from WCW was the shit, man.
Yep, on Anderson title.
That silver and red belt. Oh my goodness, man.
Yep.
The good old days, man. This was a great match. I think it got four. I think got 4 from Dave. It was a there's nothing I gotta say. Orange Cassidy is the dude. I can't wait for him to take the step up to the upper card. He is that guy. Garcia. Maybe Garcia could take a little twirl with it. Now that I think about it.
This event has a lot of, according to the consensus, what they're saying out there, just a lot of the matches are like from a 1 to 5 star rating. There are a lot of 4s and 5s in this event.
Yeah, because the event was the best. It was the best pay-per-view of the year. Best.
That's what I was about to say, MD. You right. Who is the star rating coming from? Mr. Money in the Pocket, Dave Meltzer. Come on.
No, I don't even look at Dave Meltzer. I don't even look at Dave Meltzer.
But that's who's giving them the star rating.
No, there's a bunch of wrestling YouTubers out there.
Yeah, there's a
that
bunch
are-
of wrestling sites that they all gave this thing a top one.
Yeah,
They follow the same criteria,
Exactly,
man.
because
We
they
know
want
where
to
it's
get
coming
these
from.
guys. They want to get these guys on their channel. None of them wrestling YouTubers will be like me and stand up and be like, "Hey, this stuff is not as good as y'all making it seem to be."
but
Nobody's
you
doing
can't say that, Trevor. You didn't see the event.
I was just about to say he ain't see one match.
I saw some highlights at least, and what I saw was damn good.
He
Was
didn't even see
really
a
good.
highlight.
Man,
There was
I
the
hate
highlights,
Zack
yeah.
Sabre Jr., man.
The highlights.
That's one wrestler I cannot stand is Zack Sabre Jr. It's a lot of people that like him, and I like technical wrestling. Zack Sabre Jr., he'll take your hand and walk around in a circle, and then he'll do an arm bar, then he'll sit down and get back up. He do it all real slow. I'm like, what the hell you doing? Just do the damn move.
And the guy just stays there and look at him doing it.
The guy stay there and tap his shoulder like he in extreme like he in extreme pain. And Zack Sabre Jr. just walking around very gingerly and slowly. Doing all this stuff.
So he's one of those. He's one of those illogical wrestlers.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't stand Zack Sabre Jr., man.
Let my dog get his slow swag off. Stop hating.
Tell the truth, MD. You like me. You can't appreciate a wrestler whose ass you could beat, like in real life. And
Zack Sabre Jr. look like he work at Best Buy, man. I can't.
Yeah, like he looked like he could fix your computer. He could do anything but wrestle. When I saw him at the
Geek Squad.
When I saw
I was about to ask what department.
When I saw him at the CWC, I was like, come on, man. This the guy that y'all talking about is like the best in the world? Come on, man. Get out of here.
He to me it's like he tried to emulate Lord Steven Regal in a way. You know how Lord Steven Regal used to manipulate Jordan.
Yeah.
But he did it so slow, like he walking around and real petitely. You know what I'm saying?
I can't get over the Best Buy.
I'm like, what the hell?
And he has zero muscle mass. Well, this match got canceled, so let's Adam.
Now I like Filthy Tom Lawyer. I like him.
Yeah, but former MLW champion. But don't tell me Adam Cole is hurt again.
Hey Trevor,
he was sick, I think.
As far as Zack Sabre, I wasn't a big fan of him either, but they paired him up with Taka Michinoku, and he gave him like the Michinoku driver, and they gave him like a little bit more swag, and made him like a little bit more tolerable. So, but yeah, that's all.
But
back to the Geek Squad.
Bones, once they start hating, the blood's in the water. You can't save them.
What happened to Adam Cole?
I'm not sure. They didn't they just say he had some issues, so I'm not sure.
I heard it was issues section or something.
That promo with him and MJF was it, boy. That was good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
And so there you go. Just gave him credit. So, but I like Adam Cole. I wish Adam Cole was in WWE, but
they won't do nothing with him. He'll be sitting on the sidelines.
No, he'll be a manager for Gunther.
He would have shaved his head and he would have took the mic from that sexy girl.
Hey, wait a minute. What happened to the what was that, a 10-man tag?
Yeah, I skipped that because I know this was hidden, so I know they wanted some time to dedicate to that.
That wasn't even a big match, but they was all hidden.
Exactly.
Now, let me. Oh yeah, let's talk about the old bowl.
Hey Trevor, man, stop hating on Sting because he don't.
Sting
championship.
AEW's Crash Test Dummy Darby Allin and Naito versus Jericho, Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara. Tell me how the 62-year-old man is so great.
I don't know why you keep hating on Sting, man. You got to get that checked out.
Hey, like I said,
just like you don't want Ric Flair in the ring, Sting doesn't need to be in the ring.
No, Sting ain't got the issues like Flair do.
Hey, listen, like I said, Sting don't wrestle for belts. Sting isn't fighting for a number one contendership. He's not bleeding himself, nothing like that. He's not doing single matches. He's doing a tag match with two other people, and they're, like kind of protecting him, whatever. So I have no problem with it. He's not taking major bumps. it was a lot of storyline in this match because Tatsuya Naito and Chris Jericho, they have a major beef, and Tatsuya Naito is kind of who brought out the Painmaker gimmick from Chris Jericho because he had to go to the dark side. And also Minoru Suzuki also have like a lot of beef with Naito. So from New Japan, Darby Allin and Sting, fan favorites, and Sammy Guevara, you know, him and Jericho are teammates and everything like that. I'm not sure if they're trying to keep him heel or face. Sammy Guevara is like a tweener right now. So, but this was a good match. Sting hit his moves. He hit the Stinger Splash, got a little Scorpion Devil Drop in there and everything like that. And the Faces won the match. It was a good match.
I agree. We had the one scary moment. What was that? A 630? What was that he pulled off on the table on Sting?
Yeah, 630.
Whoo! I'm glad Sting was supposed to. It looked like he was supposed to roll out, but he caught it.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, man, if y'all go sit in the corner with Van Cat.
You see what I'm saying, though? Like, why is the 62-year-old man taking the 630 splash?
I don't know why you always got to say his age before you say anything about him.
Sting, and I want Sting to live out the rest of his life healthy and not doing this shit.
Hey, those days are over. He will never be healthy again, sir. You can let that go. That man, once he hit 35, them healthy days are gone. He's just trying to make it. That's for all of them.
Like this is crazy, man. So what did Darby fall off of?
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
Wait a minute.
It was a great match. It was fantastic. Next match. I ain't doing this with him.
Okay.
Hey, Trevor, can you not make the same argument for Suzuki?
Yeah,
exactly.
I was about to get
that
to him.
That guy look way older than Sting, and he has issues.
To him too. Hey,
he has issues.
But look at this. No, look at this. Suzuki has this. Wouldn't it be great? Think about it. If Sting would lose the makeup and run a gimmick like Suzuki, like the grizzled old veteran, you know, who just looks all mean and budget and everything.
No.
Nobody want to see this guy walking around with his face painted.
Wouldn't it be great if Stone Cold came back and didn't have his knee braces and he never drank a beer? What the hell are you talking about?
Exactly.
The hell is wrong with you? When it came back, if The Rock showed up and he spoke in the first person, what the hell is wrong with you?
People legit afraid, right? People legit afraid of Suzuki. So you know what I'm saying? There's that, and he old as hell.
Thank you, sir. I don't know what's wrong with Trevor. He hate on such a level that it just get the nonsense, and he don't know he's saying nonsense because the hate feels so good.
But I heard about this guy. I heard about this guy Suzuki though, so I know, and I've watched some of his stuff on YouTube. He's one of them guys that just sit there and let you just punch him in the head, and you know they whole Japanese strong style stuff.
Hey, I don't know if y'all see his entrance, but when his entrance comes, he got this legendary song that everybody sings out to. And his first match in AEW, I was there. They cut his theme short, so he complained that he threw a fit, and he told him he wasn't going to come back unless they play his soul song again. And so,
oh my God!
And you damn right. Nah, bump that.
Yeah,
that's some diva mentality right there.
That's so fun. Yeah, it's so funny because his theme do not match like his persona at all.
No,
that's what's funny about it.
He ready to put his whole career on the line for a theme.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, if my theme hit like Judas and you cut my joint off in the first verse, we fighting. Play my hit.
Judas is awesome. Judas is awesome.
It is.
See, look at that, but I don't say nothing good about him. But Judas,
you just happen to like a song. What? I ain't dealing with you. Go somewhere.
That Judas, hey man, that Judas hits in a different way though, man. Like when you the first time I saw it was when Jericho was feuding with MJF, and they had a stipulation. I don't know how the hell you get a stipulation like this, but you cannot play the Judas, like you can't play Judas.
Yeah.
And then for the crowd to start singing it, like I know that had to be one of the moments for Jericho. Like, damn. Like that was that I made it moment. As many titles as he done won all over the world, but to hear the crowd do that had to be awesome, man.
That was that I made the right decision to leave WWE moment.
Mm.
Because he had a hard song already. And then just tripled up. And you know,
Well,
he getting the residuals.
Right, yeah. WWE was trying to license his stuff. That
Yeah.
was another reason too.
Now he getting his own. He made his own song. Was selling CDs or selling MP3s. That's how old I am. CDs is over. Well, he's selling music, selling merch, and he got the hottest theme in the whole company. Come on, son. You ain't worry about no break the wall down. Y'all can keep that.
That break the wall down was hard though.
I just said that.
Yeah, but but
it ain't messing with Judas.
Yeah, that Judas just hit different.
It hit different.
But hey, you remember though? He wanted to use when he started Fozzy, he wanted to use one of his Fozzy tracks for his entrance, but they was trying to license it, and just Chris Jericho said no. It was Don't You Wish It Were Me. Don't you wish it were me. He did it for one time. He did it one time, and after they tried to license, he said, "No, I'm good. I'll go back to break the wall."
They're so weird about that music though, man. Like even when you go back and you watch ECW One Night Stand and the main event, it is awful when you don't have Enter the Sandman in there. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
they worried about everything.
Entire gimmick is that song.
They worried about everything. They own John Cena. They own the name John Cena. That's crazy to me. They own his name, his birth God-given name.
Well, Vince McMahon, if you look at the end of all the Rock's movies, it says executive producer Vince McMahon on it. because he still owns the name. The Rock is a WWE name.
I would never use the Rock.
That's why he goes by Dwayne Johnson.
That's why he's Dwayne.
That's why now he's just using his name. He's big enough now, but
Big DJ.
But yeah, he for the longest, any movie he made, you'd always see it said executive producer Vince McMahon at the bottom.
Remember they had to change Goldberg thing, which was not like that. But his WWE thing was sorry because they took it took so long for them to get the licensing rights for the original WCW thing.
Man.
Oh, you know what's fly?
It was bad.
Oh, you know what's hard? Not talking about WWE on the AEW side. Can we get to the next match, please?
I can't.
No, but we're talking about like Goldberg ain't in WWE no more. That Goldberg music was hard in WCW, man. When they knock on the door and they be like, "You ready?" and all you hear is "blah" because he smashed his head on the door. Man, that Goldberg music, all right, but you want to run through a wall? Listen to that. All right, so that was that one. All right, let's get this. What this is? A 10-man tag, Blackpool Combat Club. Umino and how you say that? Takeshita versus boy, these guys, the Elite, Eddie Kingston and Tomohiro Ishii. All right, go ahead. Let me just shut up. Let me mute my mic.
Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull. He's another legend over there in IWG, well, in New Japan, I should say. I guess I would compare him to their version of Samoa Joe, just like shorter and more slimmer. But he takes some. He's a stiff worker, like in the good way though. Like he'll give you some hard shots, and he's willing to receive hard shots. It was a spot where he got hit so hard with an elbow, and he just dropped to the ground, and it looked like he actually like just collapsed from it for real. You got my boy Hangman in there. He was doing his thing. He got the moonsault off the top. Young Bucks, Super Kick Party. They showed out as always. Eddie Kingston. He was like the wild card in the match because he's best friends with Moxley. But if you go back in your indie wrestling, he has a blood feud and a pure hatred for Claudio Castagnoli, what used to be Cesaro in WWE. And back to like the Ring of Honor days, they absolutely hate each other. So because he hates him so much, his hatred for Claudio is greater than his friendship for Moxley, basically. So that's why he took the side of the Elite. And there was one point in the match where they were about to super kick Moxley, I believe, and he pushed him out the way. He got kicked, and the Young Bucks just kind of started arguing with him throughout the match and everything like that. Wheeler Yuta, he ended up eating the pin. He was the only person that could have took the pin in this match because Claudio, he got the belt. You don't want Moxley to eat the pin. Kenosha Tiskesha. He's the person that is the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club, and they pair him with Don Callis because he don't really speak much English, and Don Callis is getting major heat,
Yes, he
and
is.
yeah, and it's helping him out, because he gonna end up doing something with Kenny Omega. Eventually, they're gonna have a match together, and that's pretty much it for this match. It was a classic, I would say.
Match was
Hey, only in the world of AEW, man, can a dude like Eddie Kingston be considered a star, man. Hell, he
Yeah.
looked like the white version of me. I'm like, hell, maybe I could have had a chance at being a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Shit.
MD.
Maybe I should pursue my dream, man.
I ain't gonna put you in the room, but I'll put you in the closet.
Oh,
I got you, bro.
I don't know what all is. Hey, y'all said you ain't too old for comedy, you might be able to make that run.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Because Eddie Kingston says that all the time. He's like, I was hurt, so I look like this now, so all I can do is fight. I was like, hey, bro, it'd be like that sometime. But this match was fantastic, especially after coming off of what they just came off of. I love how they protected each other. It was a great match, but nobody went crazy.
Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a moment where Eddie Kingston was like going back and forth? I think it was with that guy that always bleeding, the guy right there in the front.
Moxley, that was the beginning. They were fighting in the middle of the ring.
Standing there, just chopping each other.
Yes, and while they're doing that, everything on the outside is like in total chaos.
I get that, but the whole standing there chop. I mean, everybody's Gunther now, I guess. This is happening so frequently right now, where there's a lot of matches where they're having that. I was watching some women wrestle the other day, and the same thing happened. They're just standing there waiting for one to hit, then the other to hit. I don't know. That's probably getting a little cliche in wrestling. Right
Okay, two things. One, Japan's been doing that way before Gunther. And
I know that. I understand that, but Gunther is like, I mean, when you think about it being done well, I think Gunther.
Okay, and two, who does Gunther wrestle for? Ain't got nothing to do with what the hell we talking about. Get your ass back in the room. So back to AEW business. The match was fantastic. I love how these guys just went through hell and they still put on a fantastic match. Moxley is Moxley. He's Moxley.
Well, you guys should have gave a rating too for each match.
This match was the only I don't like giving out two perfect scores for one, saying something's got to be the best. This was sadly the third best match. But it's still like a 5.
So so out of 5 stars, you give it a 5.
No, out of 6 stars, I give it a 5.5.
Well, there's no such thing as 6 stars. It's either 5 stars or.
Sir, you don't get to decide how many stars I use.
The last match.
Really, we don't even go by 5 stars. We usually go from 1 to 10.
The last match they damn sure gonna say is a 10-star match.
No, I'm not. The last match is the second best match.
So what's the best 10-man tag team match y'all ever saw? I'm gonna say Canadian Stampede, the Hart Foundation versus Stone Cold, Goldust, and the Road Warriors.
Oh, you're saying that because of the crowd and the atmosphere, man. I don't think anything happened in that match that's that great.
Yeah, this might be the best.
Well,
I'm sure.
Okay, I'll give you another one then. Monday Night Raw, you had Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Triple H, and I forget who the last person was.
Kane.
No, Kane came out for the save against Too Cool and The Rock and Mankind. And then that's when Kane came out midway through and beat up DX. That was the best 10-man match, 10-man tag team match I ever seen.
I have to go rewatch that. This is immediately taking out Survivor Series. This is immediately top 3. This is a fantastic.
What I want y'all to do. This is what I want y'all to do, because y'all think I'm hard on the Young Bucks. Send me a match for the Young Bucks that you think I absolutely cannot shit on. Send me the match.
It sounds like it's this one.
And I'll watch it. No, I want a match with just them because
you're going to hate regardless.
I'll see this and I'll be like, nah, it was Hangman, or nah, it was the other two guys. But I want a match with the Young Bucks against whoever, and I'll do it exactly how we did that match on the UFC show where I took notes and broke down Dan Henderson against who was that, Bones?
Shogun.
Against Shogun. And I will honestly just watch the match and be like, it got to be a match though that you would think that I cannot shit on it. That if you be like, man, if he shit on this, he just playing a character at this point.
Dude, I think they could come out and they could doo-doo wrestling fantasticness, and you'd still be like, man, this was trash.
That's kind of true because you already hate them. So
yeah, you already hate them. You're gonna be like, he's gonna be like, I don't see no definition on his ab. It's probably fake. One star.
Just give me a match. Just give me a match.
You already said you think you can beat them up, or
yeah. No, ain't no thing. I absolutely can, but just give me a match. Just give me a match, y'all. You see, y'all can't come up with a match.
No, I can, but I'm saying you're gonna hate it regardless.
I seen your match.
Give me, and yo, the second you send him the match, he gonna act like he don't see it.
Oh God.
That match gonna sit there for 4 years. Watch.
Oh man.
He'll get back to you in 2030.
Hey.
You're gonna be like, that match was all right.
He laughed because he knows it's true.
Yeah, he knows right. You know I'm right.
This 10-man tag was better than the 8-man that we passed, right?
I will say that, but the 8-man tag was fantastic as well. I sent a copy. I sent a video to Trevor. He hasn't watched it. He asked me to show him where I sent it. I showed him. He still hasn't watched it. Am I lying, Trevor?
I think y'all just like picking on me at this point.
That's not the question I asked you, sir. Yeah, you notice how he's evading the question?
There's a lot of hesitation, Trevor.
Next fight, please. I ain't worried about him. He got his head waxed and he started talking trash. I ain't listening to him.
Okay, I was about to say, was there any women's match? So, for AEW Women's Champion, you got Toni Storm. So I like this chick, Willow Nightingale. I like her. I watched her a couple of times. I like her.
Willow's fired. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bones.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. This is the only match that really kind of felt out of place because it wasn't really much story to it, nothing like that. And plus, we all know who really they wanted to fight in this match. It wasn't Willow. Not nothing against her, but they wanted Mercedes Moné. She was supposed to be in this spot, but she got injured. But overall, this was a decent match. It wasn't. I ain't got really much to say about it. Toni Storm won.
So is Toni Storm
one I ever heard.
Is Toni Storm the reason why this match is meh at best?
I wouldn't say that for me because when we all knew that Sasha showed up in New Japan, it was set in stone that she was gonna wrestle on this night. So it was just kind of for us indie fans, it was just kind of like a letdown.
Big letdown. Yeah,
we knew what this was supposed to be, and it was kind of hard to compensate, because really the only reason Willow got the belt was because Sasha broke her ankle mid match, So they had to call it on the fly, and Willow got the belt.
Well, at least they did that.
Again, Botcha Banks blows it again in the biggest stage, huh?
Yo, this dude could hate on Jesus.
But I got nothing. Yeah, I like Willow. Tony's going with Paige and Ruby Soho. So, I'm sorry, Saraya and Ruby Soho.
And you know what's funny about that? Naomi's style actually suits more over there to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Than Sasha Banks.
Sasha
Banks is a label, bro. It's a brand at the end of the day.
See? Right. But y'all,
you
on Jumbo MD when he say that. We put so much stock in Sasha, like she's so awesome. She literally is a look because guys like how she looks for some reason.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Sasha Banks is amazing. It ain't got nothing to do with her looks. She's the only person I've ever seen take Charlotte down and put her in place. Sasha Banks has amazing wrestling moves. She's great in the ring. She's little, but she looks like she can put that fight up. She's a beast. I don't care what none of y'all say.
She can work. She definitely can work.
But you guys are still calling her Sasha Banks. She has a different name now.
Exactly.
You know why?
Exactly.
You know why?
Exactly.
Because I haven't seen this other chick wrestle because she broke.
Exactly. Venkat, you said it perfectly. Exactly. Nobody knows them outside of WWE. You still gonna call them their WWE moniker. And regardless of what anybody wants to say, they WWE made them.
Yo, why is it every time we try to talk about AEW, y'all keep bringing up WWE?
How is
I don't want to talk about WWE.
You want to know why, Mike? Listen, I'm
because you a WWE file. That's why.
I'm gonna tell you why. And Venkat could attest to this. Venkat asked me to send him a picture of you and Wayne to put on the closing video of Man Talk Monday. You know what I told Venkat? That Wayne can't be on Man Talk Monday video closing because he hasn't put in the time that you have over here on the society. So I'm not going to give him that honor to get put on the video. AEW hasn't put in no damn time for me to be giving them any type of props on the level that y'all doing. I hope they eventually do good, but every time I turn on the TV and watch them, is always somebody missing moves, is always somebody doing something stupid, is always somebody not telling the story, is always a half-empty arena, is always shitty ratings. So until they can come up and actually do something to put them on that pedestal, I'm going to just be like, next.
All I heard was you say I'm the shit, so I'm gonna ignore the rest of everything else you
see what I'm saying? Like,
all I heard was I'm the best. All I heard was I'm fired. So I'm ignoring the rest of everything you said.
Hey Trevor, you're talking like WWE product is so great and so high and mighty.
WWE product is got the name.
That's all it is.
WWE product has at least for 35 years of my life, they've been the go-to for me.
They've been the only.
The product isn't that good anymore though. Besides the bloodline, they have nothing going on.
Show me better.
The bloodline is trash right now too. I don't know what they got.
No, it's not. But show me better.
The bloodline is pure trash.
That's all I'm asking. Just show me better. Everybody keeps telling me. Everybody said, "Oh man, Miro's gonna go to AEW and he's gonna light the world up." Miro ain't been on TV in a year.
Miro was just on TV.
Yeah, exactly. After a year, Andrade been trying to get on TV. I guess he's coming back soon.
He just had a match.
All these guys that y'all was telling me, oh, wait until they leave and go to AEW. They're gonna be this. CM Punk, Cesaro, yeah, big deal. Ring of Honor champion. Let me ask you a question. When the hell can you watch Ring of Honor on TV? You can't. You got to pay a subscription to watch them.
So, like I was saying, this match was really, really nice. I really would have liked it if there was a woman who fought in the pre-show named Athena. I would have rather her been in this slot. I think Athena really puts in work. I think she's a great in-ring worker. I just don't think she has the charisma. I don't know what it is she can't do to connect, but she's one of the baddest females out. And until they bring Lady Storm back, we know who that is. Until they bring Lady Storm back with the abs, I think she's all they got. She's all they got because this outcast thing ain't doing it for me. Next match.
Athena has never translated, man, for her to be so good. Like man, does she still do the top rope stunner?
Yeah, man, she's the beast, bro. Yes,
she is too awesome to not be able to translate at all, man.
She's doing this new gimmick now where she's just like literally beating the hell out of females in the ring and just not caring. You know, she's like ruthless with it now.
She had a match earlier in Forbidden Door. She killed it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the one everybody told me was a dream match.
No, it's not.
Versus Okada.
It's a dream, but this ain't the dream match. Mr. Bones, take it away.
Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. Over here in America, we would never appreciate the way he is over there, but he's a superstar over there, and he been their champion and had multiple title reigns, two-year long reigns, all that kind of stuff.
Who would you liken him to, Mr. Bones?
It's kind of hard. I mean,
give two people in, make it a mix.
All right, as far as he don't have the character like The Rock, but I would say like as far as his cult following, like The Rock, like everybody over here likes The Rock. I don't really know too many people that don't like The Rock. You know, so I would say he's kind of like that, but not as far as like the wrestling or his, he not physically at all. Just as far as the cult following and the way people like him. You know.
Right.
So he got his own stable over there and everything like that. But this was a dream match because the whole thing was this was to see who is the best wrestler, not the best sports entertainer or not nothing like just the best pure wrestler. So uh, Daniel Bryan challenged him to see who was the best wrestler, and they did a match, and this was a classic. I wouldn't say it was the best match. To me, it was the second best match on the card.
Yep.
But midway through the match, Bryan, I believe he dislocated his arm or tore his shoulder out of place, or something like that. Oh, he fractured.
Yep.
Sorry,
They
he
said he
fractured.
broke it.
And he still worked the match, and it was I would say it was probably like a 20-minute match, 25-minute match, something like that. And the shocking thing to me was he made Okada tap. And I've been
Yep.
watching Japan for I would say 5 years, so I haven't seen Okada in his whole career, but I never personally see him tap ever, and I only see him lose twice. So once to Jay White and once to Sonata. Oh yeah, and Kenny Omega beat him too. But besides that, I never seen him lose, and none of those people ever made him tap. And
They
even
said
in
it's been 7 years, right?
huh?
They said it's been 7 years since he's tapped.
Yeah, and I was shocked. Like I didn't see that coming at all. Um, I didn't even know who would win this match. I wasn't sure if they would go with Bryan or Okada. But the way Bryan made him tap, he put him in. I don't know. He called his move now, but it's kind of like a
It's the
ring.
LaBelle lock. You could say it.
Oh no, it wasn't even the. It was like a labella, but he had his legs trapped his arms though, so he couldn't move at all. And then he just like modified it, and he just put like a nasty twerk on it, and he tapped from that, and it was pretty cool. The shot of Bryan after the match standing on the rope with one arm up and holding his other arm, that's gonna be a nice little image that AEW gonna keep, and it's probably gonna be like a meme or something like that. But yeah, this was a real good match, and I was surprised that Bryan made him tap. So they got to do something with that storyline.
One notch below perfect, and the only reason is, you know what? To hell with the rules. This was a perfect match too. My man tapped him out with the broken arm. It was fire. Neither dude was giving any little hedgeway away. Nobody was giving anything away. It was fire. If it wasn't for the other match, this would have been the match of the night. It was better than anything I've seen from WWE in a very long time. It was amazing. Props to both gentlemen. Bones, I have nothing else to add because you did it all kinds of justice. Next match, gentlemen.
Hey, real quick though, real quick. So,
sorry,
I'm interested to see what the negotiations were when they was booking this show because like I said, I didn't see it. I don't know what happened between Omega and Ospreay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna tell me. It seems to me as though AEW got put over.
Yeah,
on this show.
I was just
last year AEW got put over in the show. So, like, I'm trying to figure out like what's the angle here in terms of.
But
it's an AEW show.
Hey, wait, can I'll tell you this, but it's basically because that's just over here in Forbidden Door. They're doing other shows like New Dominion and New Japan and the New Year's Eve show and stuff like that, where their talent puts AEW talent puts over New Japan talent. So it go both ways. It's just because I feel like it's an AEW pay per view.
Yeah,
it's us being introduced to the New Japan crowd. That's why they had it like that. But they have
so not the other way around.
Yeah, but they have shows over there in Japan where Moxley he's losing and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, why would you have yourself not go over on your shows?
Because it makes for a better.
We supposed to be dealing with a smart crowd, right?
Yeah, it makes for a better story in the comeback, and you could sell the pay per view like as revenge.
That's why they don't win. Well, like I told you guys before, Forbidden Door isn't about storylines. I mean, there's many storylines, but it's not about long, gradual things. It's about dream matches. Forbidden Door is about dream matches. It's about people who would never have been able to ever fight each other. It's about people who they never thought it would happen. It's for you WWE morons. It's kind of like, oh, we'll never see Prince Nevitt against AJ Styles, the two of the, at the time, the best leaders of the Bullet Club, and now they're in WWE. It can happen, but if they never went to WWE, it would have never occurred. But here it could have happened. Who's the real leader? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like it's just about dream matches. That's all. That's what it's for. Is we would have never seen this guy against this guy. That's what it's about. And then when they go back over there, they sell the dream matches to the Japanese crowd. Same thing.
Hey, I tell you one thing. As a booker, I would have never had one of my top stars tap to another promotion. I'll tell you that. How that's supposed to make my fan base look?
MD,
you know what I mean?
That has to happen sometimes.
Bruiser Brody wouldn't have done that either.
Check this out. Okay. It's not like, first of all, he didn't tap to a bum. That's one. He tapped to the only other person who has the claim for being the best wrestler in the game. He tapped to that guy. That's the guy you can tap. You can tap to Bryan Danielson. That's the guy. No one else. You can tap to that. That's the guy. Just like how Hogan never let anybody over, there was a few guys. That's the guy. I'm not letting Shawn Michaels over, but I'll let this guy over.
If you're gonna get that win for the AEW side, maybe there was some matches on the card that maybe the AEW guys shouldn't have won. Like CM Punk shouldn't. I don't know if CM Punk had the win here. I know he's just back, but that would be a good reason for him to lose because he's just back. He hadn't wrestled in a long time. But there was no concessions at all for the New Japan people. They just kept getting beat down the whole time. And the only time they really won was Will Ospreay.
No, because there are New Japan people on the
Jungle Boy doesn't count. He's irrelevant anyway. But like in the moments that
Jungle
really
Boy
matter,
cannot be irrelevant when he is a pillar in the company. Stop it.
I mean, you can say that pillar crap all you want to.
Stop it.
Mike gonna go down with the ship. Mike gonna be the Titan submarine, boy. He gonna go down with the damn ship, man. Good,
bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. And there were members who won that were on the team with the Elite. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah, but that doesn't count. They were on the team.
I'm talking about singles matches.
Right. I'm talking one-on-one.
So first
New
is
Japan versus
won.
AEW.
Now you're gonna take it down to single matches.
No, not singles. I mean, like legit, straight up, not a mixture of AEW and New Japan together. I'm talking about just when it's straight up AEW versus New Japan. So why the hell is New Japan lose? Especially when they're legit, they wrestle for like as close as real as can be. Than American wrestlers.
We just spent a good 30 minutes before everybody else showed up talking about how we build characters. How Dominic can take that L, but he could put his all on the Cody so hard that he ends up coming out the other side. Are we acting like we don't remember that? Who was it? Bret Hart, the Bret Hart Stone Cold match where they did the double turn.
I understand that, but
okay.
But
so
it's egregious the level of AEW has to win. And like what that does is that trend isn't just this show. Wasn't it last year too? So now if the next one that I see, I'm not going to be interested in seeing it because what we're going to do is see a bunch of AEW guys job out the New Japan guys. It has to be competitive.
Nobody was jobbed out.
No,
nobody was. Every match was competitive, and I don't want to hear anything coming from a dude who loved the company that let Cody lose the belt at WrestleMania.
Hey, that right there, I already told you my stats on that.
Okay, that's why I can't listen to you because you don't make sense on that take. So I know you don't make sense on this one.
The tape machines are rolling, and that will be played as well. When it happens, I'm just waiting.
When it happens and it's meh, I'm gonna be right here to chuckle my chubby ass off.
It is not gonna be mad. That'll probably be the moment of the year.
Oh my bad, we doing AEW. It's gonna be mid. Next match, please.
It's two things about Okada that make him stand out from the rest, and it's the fact that most Asian wrestlers or people, period, aren't tall. He's like, I would say he's like at least 6 feet, and plus he got a nasty drop kick, and for him to be tall, he gets up real high.
The other thing, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the other thing that's kind of glaring to me is that Danielson got a legit arm broken
just in the middle of the match for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, he in the middle of the match, and then he still won and made the guy submit. That's like kind of outrageous.
Best
like I can break a body part, and you guys are so under us that with a broken body part, we could still beat you.
Imagine if he didn't break the arm. He probably would have broke.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I understand everything you're trying to say here, but just from an objective look at the big picture, the majority of the matches were won by far AEW. It wasn't a close thing. When WCW did this with New Japan in Starrcade '95, it was like 4-5 WCW New Japan. This is like, it wasn't even close. And then legitimately injured guy. They didn't even say, "Oh God, he's injured. Let's course correct." And after he got hit with that move, let's go ahead and just be that the demise of Daniel Bryanson right there. But that's not what happened. They made an injured guy go over on him. That don't look good.
First of all, there's no such thing as Daniel Bryanson. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Danielson, my God. Yeah.
Secondly,
we got to be so politically correct.
Secondly, you're telling me everything I need to know. I don't listen to you for my AEW coverage. You stick to your mustache, sir.
Why are you pinning that on me? I'm an objective viewer.
You are not objective, sir.
I am an objective viewer.
You had pictures from 2021.
You won't let that go, man.
Never.
Oh, Lord. No, but it is troubling. It is troubling. Look, this show right here could all be the best show, even better than Royal Rumble, to be honest. It probably is. I didn't see the full show, but it probably is the best show in all of wrestling. And I get that. Matter of fact, it's so good that the only negative thing that was told about this show was the runtime. That it was so late in the night that when the event was over. But everybody agrees that, for the most part, that the matches were stellar. But I'm just saying, it just don't have a good look to it, man. This guy legit broke his arm, and he still went over on him.
All this is telling me is to make sure when we're talking about WWE, I'm going to have nothing but negative takes.
What? What are you talking about? When I talk about WWE in a bad light, there's no issue there. I'm just honestly speaking about what I see.
I talk about WWE in a bad light. I'm the WWE guy.
Nah, he
I don't even watch the show week anymore.
Sir, am I confused?
Hey,
was there not a Trump versus the FBI Forbidden Door picture? I didn't see none of that for WWE. Okay, then. Back to what I was saying. Next match.
I just want to say something. As far as the singles to AEW, it was 4-2, 4 for AEW. So it wasn't like it was a landslide or a sweep. It wasn't that bad.
Why couldn't it be 4-3?
Exactly, right?
Especially with a guy with a broken arm.
Yeah, because 4-3 would be too many matches.
I mean, yeah. You got me.
Hate nasty.
You got me.
I'm quick. Go ahead, big boy.
Hold on, Trevor. You skipped out the zero matches.
Yeah, I already said. Man, if he put on something with Trump again, I'm fighting everybody.
What zero match? What are you talking about?
The pre-show is called Zero.
The pre-shows. The stuff about saying about Athena.
0 hours. 0 hour.
Man, I put up everything I got.
I'm telling you, there's 4 matches that I put on there.
Oh hell no! That's the thing, man. That's why I told you send it to me in WhatsApp, man. My phone it'd be tripping, man.
Okay.
Especially on AEW
so for the whole night, they had like 13 matches.
We just went through like 9 matches, and there was 4 more.
Yeah,
I specifically told you there was another match. I said Athena fought earlier in the night. I said that. Y'all don't listen when I talk.
Man. All right.
Money's worth.
So this match I heard was supposed to be the greatest wrestling match ever. So I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Which means Trevor's gonna hate on it when he finally sees it.
Hey, as great as this match is, and to me this is match of the year, I've been trying to think all day, how can I review this match and like put it in perspective? And it's hard for me to do because it was so good. I just want anybody who's listening to me to just watch it for yourself, because me and Mike reviewing it won't do it justice, but it was just a a classic, man. But also, I like this match too because it had storyline involved. So earlier in the year, Kenny Omega went to New Japan and he defeated Will Ospreay for this same title. And the way he did it was very brutal. He had his face land up against a table, and then he forearmed him and broke the table like with his face in it. And then he did like I think it was like a DDT type move off the top rope with his head landing on the turnbuckle, and he beat him, and it was like a brutal finish. And they did the angle where after the match, Will Ospreay was looking in the ring all bloody. He got the ice pack on him, from the Young Japan crew and all that kind of stuff, and he just looking dejected and sad, kind of like how Cena looked after The Rock beat him when Cena was on the ramp looking at The Rock, and you knew within the year he would get revenge on The Rock. It was something similar to that. You seen like Will Ospreay just looking into the distance, just looking at Kenny Omega, celebrating with his belt. He went to his show. He went to his company, defeated him for the belt, and like he beat him brutally too. So a few weeks ago, Will Ospreay showed up on Dynamite and he attacked Kenny Omega, and it set up a storyline for this one. Honestly, this should have been the main event. Even though Bryan and Okada, that was more of a dream match because they're more legendary because of Okada. But man, this match was just the spots and the finishes and everything like that. It was one point where Kenny took a nasty spot to the head where it was like a power driver and he landed kind of nasty on his head. It was also another point where he was leaking real bad, and then you seen Will Ospreay had his blood on his elbow. He started licking Kenny Omega's blood. Um,
Yeah, that was
I,
disgusting. I saw that part. That was
yeah.
disgusting. I never seen this guy want AIDS in the ass bad because that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That you saw it, right? You saw what he did. Who the frick does that? What?
But AIDS in the eye? What are you, an 80s baby? If you don't
I
calm
mean,
down?
I mean, you licking a guy's blood. You don't know what the hell these freaking guys are all over the goddamn place. You don't know what you licking. I'm just
sure
saying that was kind of ridiculous. I ain't never seen no book. And I've seen all kinds of weird ass wrestlers before, but I ain't never seen nobody licking some guy's blood.
The hate continues.
So for those of y'all who don't know, Kenny Omega is a native born Canadian, and this was in Canada, so the crowd was all in his hands. Darren Callis recently turned on Kenny Omega, so he was, trying to cause like a little interference at the beginning of the match. The referee. One thing I like about AEW sidebar is one thing I like about AEW is their referees are smarter and they don't really take a lot of shit from people. Like they'll throw you to the back or they don't really act real stupid. So after like one or two times I'm trying to interfere in the match, the referee threw Don Callis to the back. I think the match was a good probably 30, 40 minutes. And towards the end, Don Callis came back and he slid a screwdriver to Will Ospreay, and Kenny Omega went up for his finisher, the One Wing Angel, which nobody to this day has ever kicked out of. It's the most protected finisher in the wrestling business.
Nope,
So
one
he
person out of it.
went up
Didn't Okada kick
for the
out of
One
that?
Wing Angel. And
Nah, I think it was didn't Hangman kick out of it to win the title? I think Hangman's the only one.
yeah, when you won at Revolution, yeah, you're right. Yeah. But Ospreay stabbed him in the head with the screwdriver, and um, it is. I like his also his Os cutter too is pretty nasty, but it was just to me his match of the year.
So hold on, because when a match is as good as I heard this was, doesn't it take it down a notch when he had to stab him in the head with a screwdriver?
No, because this one actually has a storyline to it. So we know it's not over. This is just what, match 2 out of 3 or maybe 4?
It's all exactly.
It's Wrestle Kingdom, and then it's this one, right? Hello?
Yeah, I believe so. So they're gonna start this out. This ain't over. This match
And
is
also when Don Callis.
Yeah, Bones, your mic.
We lost Bones.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bones. All right, well,
Mike crazy.
No, I'm for real, because Bones he was getting this ish off. I like when people happy about what they're doing. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. The match was amazing. I'm not gonna fall for what Bones fell for. I'm actually not gonna critique it. What I'm gonna say is this match exemplifies what AEW is. They're not doing that old WWE foolishness where they gotta wrestle to say, "Oh, then the power up." Oh, come on, brother! All that bull crap. This was actual wrestling. It was fantastic. I don't care what. When I saw them wipe the blood on the flag and throw it at their kid, all I kept hearing in my head was Bones saying how his kid got blood on him at the CCW show. Like that kid's gonna go home and with that Canadian flag and freak out that he's got Osprey's and Omega's blood on it. It's gonna be like on eBay in like 30 years for $20 million from this night. It's amazing. I'm gonna put it on Plex, so you go watch it, Trevor. We'll talk about that later. But I am honored to have chosen the right company because I know that matches like this will never happen on the other show. It'll never happen.
Yeah, Mike, so you think that WWE on their roster, they don't have the ability to do a match like this, especially two of them. I mean, because, the Danielson match, that one is equally as good as this one. And to have those matches back to back, there's no way WWE could do something like that, right?
I'm going to tell you like I tell every girl I've ever dated. You didn't hear me say that, did you? Okay, then. I said what I said, and I meant it. Don't be putting no words in my mouth.
I'm just saying.
Since you said it, I'll go into your little question since you just can't keep WWE out of AEW comments. We'll jump on that. The reason why WWE won't, I didn't say they didn't have the talent to pull this off. It'll never happen. Is because of two words. Can you guess what those two words are?
Oh boy. The mustache.
Mustache and ego. Thank you kindly. He'll never allow it to happen because it ain't my style. We have our own style here. We do what we do. And
how many false finishes were in this match?
What?
How many false finishes did this match have?
Oh man. It had a bunch.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns matches always have
Roman Reigns is the king of the false match. He loves throwing that right arm up.
It's not even believable.
Van Cat, I could bet you anything. If you watch this, you'll probably be like, "Yeah, that wasn't believable."
I'm eager to see it.
He said somebody got stabbed in the head with a screwdriver.
I don't have a problem with that part. That's not the part I have. I have the problem with the licking.
Mysterio had an eye patch for 50 years.
It's the licking part that I got a problem with. I don't care about the screwdriver. It's fine.
Screwdriver and kicked out of it.
Sir, you watched Rey Mysterio get stabbed in the eye by a screwdriver and didn't say nothing.
Van Cat, somebody got stabbed in the head with a screwdriver.
Van Cat. Rey Mysterio got stabbed in the eye.
Roman Reigns, the god of wrestling. Come on.
Can y'all not hear me?
But Trevor,
you can ignore me then. Van Cat, did Rey Mysterio walk around with an eye patch? Did he walk around with an eye patch, Van Cat?
I saw it before. I know what it is.
Okay, then. Thank you, sir.
But the thing is that Trevor, like, this is legit. Having first of all, the whole pay-per-view is strong as hell. But then the last two matches, they're both gonna be match of the year contender. When has WWE had an event where two or more matches is going to be considered match of the year contenders? That's not something to scoff at. That's pretty heavy right there.
To what? The 100,000 people that watched it?
Doesn't matter. We're talking about
it?
You're talking about promotion and all that other stuff.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the work, the in-ring work, and the guys that's on your roster. We're talking 80s, mid to late 80s NWA versus the flash and the glory of the WWF. This is what we're talking about. Look back, when you look back at like old WWF stuff, it's hard to watch. People can still look back at the guys that are, they weren't the flashiest, but like you watch Old Horsemen and Barry Windham stuff and whatnot. You watch those matches, you can still watch it. They still have value today.
You let Mike work you into a shoot.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You
no, I don't.
let Mike. We had to watch it. I can't. I haven't. I got to see it. I'm not going to.
I saw the highlights. I'll tell you what I saw from what the highlights look like.
The highlights.
The highlights. The highlights. The highlights.
The high points.
That's what I want to see. That's why I want to see the whole thing because
see the whole thing. I'll watch the whole thing.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
You won't watch.
You a hater. Thank you, Bones.
If y'all send me this and I do a wrestling show on my channel, I have to watch it, but I'm not paying for it.
I sent you essentially 2 matches from AEW, including the match you complained about last time with the super hot foot kick. You haven't watched either one.
Where you sent me those at?
Oh my freaking goodness. You asked me this exact same thing last time, and I told you where I sent them.
When did you send it?
I hate you, Trevor.
No, I'm saying no, seriously. When did you send it? Because it'll say a lot. When did you send it?
I sent it right after we did the show about the last pay-per-view.
That was about a month ago, right?
I guess.
That was the time when my phone crashed on me.
I didn't send it to your phone, sir.
Absolutely everything.
I didn't send it to your phone, sir. I sent it to your messenger. It's still there. You can throw your phone in the freaking river. Messenger's still there.
I got a PlayStation 5 now. You're gonna have to show me something real good that's gonna take me away from that when I got free time.
Does everybody hear the excuses piling up? Thank you very much. Like I said, you ain't watching it.
But that's a frustration of AEW though, because if they would have a venue to be able to see this crap without paying $50 freaking per pay-per-view, if it was readily available, could you imagine the audience that could have gotten exposed to this? Because you just did this great show with 2 ridiculously, probably legendary matches to end the show.
Oh,
and you're not getting that credit because you didn't get that audience. That's the frustration.
Don't fall for it, Van Cat.
I'm not falling for anything. I'm objectively looking at. I'm telling you,
you let Mike and Bones just work you into a shoot for a match for 2 matches that you didn't watch.
No, I already looked at I already know about people what they're saying about this match, and I saw highlights of it, so I could see this is being really good. It's before Bones and them talk. It has nothing to do with
send me the link to the pay-per-view. I'll watch.
Hey, Van Cat.
All right.
Yeah.
You got a smart TV?
Yeah.
All right. Message me after we get. Matter of fact, message me right now. I'm gonna text you an app. I'm gonna text you the name of the app. I want you to download that app on your smart TV. By the end of the night, I'm gonna have you watching this.
Okay. I will. I'll do it.
I would offer it to Trevor, but we all know it's gonna be next month. He's gonna say I never sent it. His PlayStation 5 ate the TV's monitor so they can't change the channel. Whatever foolishness you gonna say.
Oh crap! Hey man, I'm trying to learn how to get beast mode in this Street Fighter, man.
That Street Fighter ain't going nowhere.
So what's the next event for AEW?
I believe it'll be All In.
All In, okay.
That's the one in Wembley?
Yeah.
The big dog.
Okay.
When is that? August?
Yeah, I believe it's the end of August.
What I will say, what I do like about them though, is that they aren't doing one every month. That is good. That I mean,
because they can't. It's smart for them not to. They do like 4 big pay-per-views, and then they have
the old way.
Yeah, and then they have weekly, not weekly events, but they have special events that's on like the Wednesday shows, like Winter is Coming or Fighter Fest or Road Rager, stuff like that. Blood and Guts, that's coming up in a couple weeks in Boston, I believe.
Yeah, one big show for every season. Now they have value to them. They don't feel so, misused. That's not bad at all. So what is the overall rating for this show? 1 to 10.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5 here too.
That exceeds Royal Rumble numbers.
What?
That exceeds Royal Rumble.
Oh, it was way better than Royal Rumble.
Okay. Because that was the bar for the year, at least for me.
Oh no, this is the best for the year, homie.
Oh. And I'm not doubting it. Trevor, I don't know. Not so much, but I don't know.
We don't listen to Trevor.
Hey, the only thing that could have made this better is if they would have put the House of Black versus Gorillas of Destiny or something like that. You know,
Oh.
If they would have did that, I would. Man, I done seen the House of Black in person a few times, and the aura that they bring to the crowd and the arena is nothing like.
Hey, you know the what's it called? What's the House of Black's baby?
Oh, Julia Hart.
No, the baby, the thing they gave birth to that WWE stole.
Oh, you talking about Judgment Day?
Look how fast he realized what I was talking about, and he ain't been on the show when he heard me say it. See how easy it is to see the theft?
The theft.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Thank you, Bones.
You're welcome.
My dog.
Got you.
Well, you can see the hate in Trevor's eyes just off his avatar.
MD,
His avatar is exuding.
Bring some sanity to this, because I mean, Van Cat was doing good tonight.
Oh my God!
We didn't get in no arguments or anything.
Wait a minute. Why is it when I'm agreeing with you, I'm doing good?
I'm not saying that this show wasn't good, but you're emphatically saying that this show was good based on seeing some highlights. All I'm saying is, let's watch the show.
No, you're saying the show wasn't good off of nothing.
No, I'm saying the show isn't 9.5 worthy, because I bet you if I watch it, I can see blown spots and ridiculousness and lack of logic and all type of stuff.
But you get that with the WWE shows too, though.
Trevor, if you watch these shows, you're gonna be nitpicking, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's not fair. You got to objectively watch it.
Did I nitpick Dan Henderson and Shogun?
No, but you don't have no hatred towards them. You have hatred towards AEW.
I don't have. I got hatred towards the Young Bucks, not AEW.
You got hatred toward everything the Young Bucks are associated with.
Yeah.
You probably hate Buck Deers.
Hey, at the end of the day, Trevor, I think you're gonna have a hard time, disseminating information when it comes to. Like I said, this show is geared toward a certain audience. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
He hates that too. He hated that you said that. He don't like keeping it a buck because of the Bucks. He don't like dollar bills because they call bucks.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about the AEW side. I'm talking about the New Japan side. Like you have to be a certain wrestling fan in order to appreciate this type of show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mainstream fan ain't gonna appreciate this type of show. They just ain't.
Because WWE has them trained to that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it's the fact that type of fan is smarter than your average WWE fan. They gonna know who these people are. What am I supposed? Am I breaking up?
No,
I'm outside.
He's trying to be a smart ass.
It just you said something wonderful, and it didn't stay in my brain. I wanted to hear you say it again. It sounded so good.
Hell, I done forgot. Now I think I said the mainstream WWE fan is not. They not gonna be. They don't know who these people are.
No, I think you said they weren't smart enough. But go ahead, continue.
No, I ain't say that. I said
they are. It's also the style and the way they wrestle and the way they look.
Well, you can't get used to that. You can't get used to that if you're not exposed to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's exposed to New Japan if they don't have a New Japan World account? You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the issue that we're facing. Tony Khan has the ability, but Tony Khan has the ability to merge this together. I don't take away from the show. I think he needs to do more in order to expose what he's trying to do on this type of show.
Yeah.
There's no reason that you need to pay $50 to watch a New Japan wrestler. Ain't no way in hell.
Right.
I'm paying $50 to watch a New Japan wrestler. He has the capability to come up with something.
Hey man,
to make this accessible for everybody. And I don't think he's willing to do it right now.
I really like the way MJF pulled the referee in the corner.
Oh my God, there you go with that again.
It was fire. I don't know nothing about
He's
$50.
trying to ignore it. He's trying to ignore it.
So tonight, MD get the most sensible award.
That's a hater talk that you're doing right there. That's some hater talk right there.
I may be more objective in how I can view this if I could actually view it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Hey, you got a smart TV?
I do, but I'm in my truck most of the time.
Yeah, he always in the truck.
Yeah.
Hey, but do you have a smartphone?
I do.
You got $5 that you willing to spend?
Yeah, but I want no phishing or spamming on my phone either.
Nah,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying?
no. Are you saying no? Okay. Look who you talking to. I'm a G. All right, so hit me on Facebook. We're gonna have a conversation. And just don't tell Trevor.
Okay. See, but that's the issue though, Mike. If you got to go around like I'm in the alleyway buying a dime bag of weed to watch an AEW show,
No, I'm doing it
lies
for
the
you.
issue.
I'm just doing it for you because you don't want to pay.
Therein lies the issue. You know what I'm saying?
This is the same thing I said in that Facebook chat, that Facebook group that I was in, and they slaughtered me for that.
Didn't they kick you out of the group?
They might as well, because it was just like ridiculous, man.
Nah, I don't want to kick you away. I just want you to stay in the room. I don't want to kick you away.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to be able to watch it. So Bones, let's make that work. I want to see it. I will watch it. What was this, like 6 hours long?
Bones, save your energy, Bones. Save your energy.
How long?
They got to start their pay-per-view at 7:00. They shouldn't start at 8:00.
It started with the main card started at 8 because you had to buy in, which I'm not really counting. That started at 7.
Right. So the 0 hours should have been 6:00, and then they should have went on live pay-per-view 7:00, because they can't be finishing damn near midnight with their event like that. That was the biggest criticism, how late it was.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for me, it's not an issue, but for most people, that is an issue as far as it ending.
Especially on a Sunday night when you got to go to work the next day.
Bones, save your energy, bro. He ain't gonna watch.
Bones, I mean, we right around the corner from each other. Just hook it up. Hook it up.
Save your time, Bones.
They have been better, because before it would be 4 or 5 hours. You know, they was pushing over 4 hours, but now they're cutting it to where it's like, hitting that 4 hour mark barely or just under 4. So,
that's this show right now.
Yeah, we get there.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Did somebody let LA Knight on the show?
Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, I'm.
Man,
y'all gonna get me in some deep shit, man.
Hey, I told you 3 times to go to the next card. You wanted to keep hating. That ain't on me.
You know what it is, though. We spent the hour before we even start reviewing any of the shows. Oh boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame you for that too.
Well, technically he's right, because technically he's right.
Well, if y'all would have started on time,
I was on time.
What's the start time this weekend for Money in the Bank? What's the start
3.
time? 3 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah. MD, we're gonna do a post show. We're gonna do a post show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, after the event.
Yeah, we're gonna normally. Yeah, we're not gonna wait till Wednesday. We'll do it right after the event. All right, well, fellas, we over the 3.5 hour mark, so this is trying to be the longest show we've ever done, but I appreciate it just as well. So peace to all y'all for coming up again this week. Enjoyed it, even though Mike has nothing.
Exactly, because I ain't got 0 and nothing.
Nothing. I mean, because you can't be objective for shit. Like,
I am the king of objectivity.
I literally said I want this thing to succeed. I want this and that, but I think you know what it is? Like I tell Venkat a lot. I think Venkat's hatred for WWE clouds a lot of his judgment on stuff that he watches. And I think that y'all don't want AEW to succeed while WWE is in existence. Y'all want it to succeed so it can get rid of WWE. That's
no,
never gonna happen.
no, man.
Sir, that is not true.
I love WWE. I love TNA. I love AEW. I love MLW. I want all of them to succeed. I'm just so disappointed and hurt from WWE. They broke my heart, over so many times, and I can't trust them no more. I push them to the side.
Trevor's a WWE simp. He been taking the beatings, talking trash, treating them like garbage, and he's okay, baby. You know I love you. Ain't nobody else for me. You a simp. We out here looking at other females. We at the strip club. Don't get mad at me because I'm making it rain, bro. I'll come back every once in a while, see what Shorty doing. I come back once in a while, see what she doing. Then I go back to what I'm doing. I ain't gonna let her keep mistreating me like that. Get your balls back, Trevor.
Hey, MD, did you hear you heard Yanga's show the other day when he was talking about the Chicago stuff that we were talking about on Monday?
No, I don't even know these other people have shows. You need to hook me up.
Oh yeah, Mike, you want to go back and listen to that because we were talking about you too.
Y'all talking bad about me?
We wasn't talking bad about you. We were just saying you're crazy as hell. But yeah,
I would love to hear what was said about me that I said that was wrong.
No, we were talking about your take. Now, go. What's the name of his channel? Venkat is like Yanga World or something like that.
Yanga Words with a Z.
Oh, Yanga Words. Yeah, just look up Yanga Words, Mike, and you'll see. It's the last show he did.
Or you can type in Yanga Nakruma.
Yeah, Yanga and Kruma. Wasn't it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
If dudes got beef with my takes, they can invite me to the show.
He's saying he'll be on Man Talk Monday. So
he could have had me on his show that day.
Not if you didn't know it was on.
If he'd have told me, he damn sure took my 50.
Subscribe to this.
Yeah, just subscribe. Yeah,
my bad. I cut out. You asked me a question, Trevor. My fault.
No, I was saying if you heard Yanga's show yesterday, his take on the Chicago stuff with the guy and the girl.
Oh yeah, I listened to a little bit of it. I think I commented in it too. I think I did. Yeah,
is that one word or two words? Yanga Words.
Yanga Word, or just type in Yanga and Kruma, and it'll come up. Ain't too many people named
Kuma.
Sound it out. I don't know.
Hold on. I'm checking it now.
Yeah, but
Trevor, you mentioned you got Street Fighter 6. Is it any good?
I just got it yesterday, so I was playing it last night for like 30 minutes. I got frustrated because it took me 30 minutes to get it set up with all the updates and all that crap.
Yeah. You know how that goes.
I heard that this new version is pretty good because they got like a little storyline feature, and
it hit now. The move set is devastating, but last time I played Street Fighter was on the Super Nintendo, so now I got to get used to this damn controller that got like 50 buttons on it. So
how to say you old?
Now the AEW game come out tomorrow, don't it?
Yes, it does, and I'm getting it.
I wouldn't get that.
Man, all this hate.
I got WWE 2K23, and that's hard as it is. That's hard enough as it is.
Yeah, I played that the weekend of WrestleMania. I ain't played it since.
Yeah, that shit hard, man.
Hey, all I do is the franchise. I like to do the franchises. Ever since Madden, I like the what's that called? The GM mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But Street Fighter is good though. Like it hits, and like Bone said, you got like legacy modes. You have the mode where you can go just be like a world traveler, and I guess you get in the fights like that. And what I like too is that you could change. It don't have just the standard backgrounds. You could change all the backgrounds you want to fight. It hits hard once you learn the moves. But I like that they got Ryu looking like the grizzled old veteran. He there like, come try me, because that's who I use. I use him or Ken, but I don't think I saw Ken.
Yeah, he should be on there.
They got this new guy, Rocky or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, Mike, it's Yanga Word, so YANGAWORDZ.
I just commented.
Just do at Yanga Words, it should come up.
Hey, the face off is tomorrow too, ain't it?
I don't know. Did they settle it? I don't know.
I don't know either. I heard somebody mention that it could be Thursday.
Yeah,
I think I heard Akasha saying it.
Yeah, they were saying that a couple of days ago, but Blue never. Rio came up and said, he was down, but what happened with Blue. so we don't know like his, so we don't know his schedule or his availability. So I hope it is tomorrow because we got to get this championship settled.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go listen to this show so I can hate Trevor in about 30 minutes.
They ain't gonna hate me or his shit. That's Yanga show. I got that. I ain't gonna lie. I got down when that lady came up because like she was just. I just got down when she came up, but that's all I'll say.
You running from the beef, bro. You be running from the beef.
It ain't no beef, man. I don't like to be associated with certain things, man. You'll hear it.
So hold up. When I say maturity, we'll talk another time. This is wrestling.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's wrestling. Any kind of beef is wrestling.
Because on the show they was telling me when I was saying be mature, she should have shut up. And just when the man said what he said and balled his fist up, she should have shut up. Everybody was running me down like, no. But now he being mature, talking about when she's acting like that, I don't like to be associated with that foolishness. Same thing.
Did I swing on her though?
Did I say you did? I said maturity. Like, so you telling me maturity only happens with violence?
You talking about two damn extremes. What the hell you talking? You got to listen to the show, man.
I'm talking about maturity, sir.
You haven't listened to the show. That's why you talking. Go listen to the show.
All right. Hey, love to y'all fellas. It was a great show. AEW rules. Trevor sucks because he's a hater. And holla at y'all and y'all be safe. Talk all the trash you want when I listen back. I'm gonna hear it and I'm gonna talk trash next time I talk to y'all. Holla at your boy.
Peace. Oh boy. All right, fellas. We done hit the 3 hour and 40 minute mark. Man, it's almost 10 o'clock. Time for me to go to bed. Now I gotta go explain to my daughter why we're not gonna spend no time together right now.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep myself, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, peace, MD.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Oh boy. Well, Straight Talk Society, there you go. Another exciting episode of Wrestling with Reality. Boy, this might be the longest one we've ever done. It's all good. I don't know, because I get home so late, it would be good to be able to start an hour earlier, but the time I get home, we can't really do that. Yeah, Mike's talking about he wide awake. Of course, you could keep bantering, but I gotta go. So peace everybody who came through tonight, everybody who watched. Please make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Tune in to Man Talk Monday. This Monday, this Saturday, we will be reviewing Money in the Bank right after the show goes off the air. So probably like about 7 o'clock. But please be sure to tune into the flagship show of the station, Man Talk Monday, which has been getting fantastic reviews, man. I mean, we've been doing a thing over there. Just it's awesome to have our full crew. You know what I'm saying? So we do the thing. So just stay tuned. Wait until y'all see the new the new image for the show. That's all I'll say. So when I publish a show next for Monday, wait until you see the new image of it. I think you guys are really gonna like it. So with all that being said, appreciate MD coming by, Bones, Vanket as always, Big Mike, everybody in the chat. I'll see you guys Saturday for Money in the Bank review. Until then, I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Peace!
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit.
Brother, I'm gonna take you home.
What?
You're gonna be mine. You're about to be mine.